Welcome to Danger and Dice. I'm PJ.
I'm John.
I'm Aspen.
And I am Shanana.
We're having some issues getting started today, but it'll be fine.
It's because we've switched things up. I'm going to be behind the screen tonight.
I just need some more coffee.
And PJ is going to be playing. Do you want to introduce your character?
Hold on. It's important to note that I took my nappy nap before this. I did. I took a nappy nap.
Good.
The innkeeper half-orc Miri is now a playable character.
I told him to do that for my D&D campaign.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we're going to start this the old-fashioned way. There's a sudden flash of light, and now you need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
I wanted to hear a holy noise.
Not quite that kind of flash. You'll understand.
Sweet.
Listen, I don't have my dice out yet. I was busy making my handwriting look pretty. My bag is tied. I don't want to do it. Don't give me your sparkly dice.
Oh, I'm sorry. My dice is not good enough for
Watch, I
you.
would roll terribly. Oh, no. What is, okay.
Numbers
16.
13.
5.
Ooh.
Well, you two are fine. You had a moment of disorientation. You learned something unique about yourself. You're apparently, you get motion sick and seasick very easily.
Oh, no.
And
Seasick.
And
She has a stumpy
suddenly,
leg.
you're looking in front of yourself at the decks of a ship and are throwing up. That flash was, you realize, because you're used to magic and you guys have lived your own lives, you are teleported quite against your will. You find yourself on a ship in a very, very lusciously appointed cabin, which is now a little bit less pretty.
And stinky.
Yes. The one thing you do notice is a...
Now, was I sleeping at this point? Because I think it'd be kind of great if Miri was, cleaning out a cup, and then she's,
Just-
poof, in the brig of a ship, cleaning the
Did
cups.
the cup come with?
This isn't... Oh, yeah.
Or is it just you and you're like, where'd everything go?
No, you're definitely still polishing the cup. This is not a brig. This is a well-appointed room.
Gotcha, okay.
You do notice something. Again, it's a very stately appointed room. It's fairly big for a ship's whole.
And Dee Dee shouts out, my children!
You noticed a letter and 3 tickets on the table beside the bed.
Okay.
And you said 3 tickets
Yes,
to the gun show. That makes no sense unless you have 3 arms.
that
Dee
is.
Dee picks up the letter, and she attempts to read because she's a cat. You may be confused where you are, and I am sorry I pulled you into my mess. But know that if you are reading this, I am dead. I am Magister Cornaith Rossaran, court wizard to my lord Baron Scarville Abatillon. I'm guessing he's French.
Abatillon, but yes.
Yes, Abatillon. My lord has gone missing upon the Regal, where you are now. I had begun to find the cause of his disappearance before my own demise. This is what I had learned and found. Using magic, I have divined that my lord is dead and unable to be resurrected, and that his killer is protected from augury spells. What I had learned is that my lord was killed in the hold of the ship. When I examined the area, I found threads of fine silk and stains in the deck boards. The stains appeared to be made from my lord's blood and an unknown poison. Find my lord's killer and bring them to justice, and you'll be returned home. My deepest apologies, Magister Cornaith Rossaran, court wizard to the Abatillon family.
And 3 tickets, which
To the gun show.
you get that. What's your background?
Miri.
Noble.
Okay, you would know this. The Regal is a semi-famous, more infamous kind of pleasure cruise for the very rich. So the tickets are the tickets for people coming and going. It's basically like a floating pleasure cruise where people will spend months on it, or weeks, or days. But you don't really go anywhere on this ship. They just kind of party, drink.
So it's like a cruise.
Yes.
Booze cruise.
But one that doesn't have stops.
You're
The
just
ship is the...
Yeah. People will either teleport on and off because there's a lot of magic, or they do dock at certain times to take on supplies and fresh passengers. So, the tickets, you realize, are tickets for the ship as if you were normal passengers.
Okay. So silk threads, 2 blood, 3 unknown poison. Oh, where is Lina when we need her?
Okay. And I did make a map generally of the ship. It'd be easier. If you're wondering, you're going to start in room 5. That's where you're teleported into. That was, as you can feel, is the Magister's, where his cabin was during this adventure.
Well, I'm sad to say that Magister must be dead too, right? So how am I supposed to get returned home if he is dead?
Okay, this is another thing that
I guess Dee Dee should say, so this guy is dead. How did we get here, and how do we go home?
you would probably know this because you're a wizard, is that there are certain spells that when you make them, you basically set conditions. Like, what he did is he made a teleport spell that pulled 3 adventurers that the spell figured could handle the case. And when the final condition is finished, you get re-teleported back. There's actually conditioned spells. But the idea is, when you find the killer and they're brought to justice, you are allowed to return.
What are augury spells? Dee Dee asks Miri.
They're spells like that detect magic.
Detect magic, but also detect, like, poisons, and but also,
like divination.
There's a lot of divination spells.
So we can't use magic to find the killer.
Right.
Dee Dee is
So-
ready.
So Miri looks up from the cup, sees where she is and who she's with. Her shoulders slouch.
Meow.
And she goes, oh no. And she puts the cup down on a table and looks for a drink to fill the cup.
Dee
Oh,
Dee
this
walks
place
over
is-
and bats the cup off the...
And she goes, no, and grabs it real quick.
This place is well appointed. There is definitely some, like, high-grade, like, wine.
Oh, she fills the cup.
Yeah.
Dee Dee tries to hit it again off the table.
Get out of here, Dee. Please. I don't know why am I here? Why?
I don't know, but it's lovely. We're together now.
And she's like looking around the room for like an egress. Like,
You know,
There's
Miri,
no,
there's an
no,
obvious-
no.
I love to annoy you so much, and my pupils get big, and I have that cute little cat face.
And she takes like a big, draught from her cup now, and just
And then Dee Dee starts purring. I just love to annoy you.
Does your tail twitch?
No, because that would mean I'm annoyed. I just purr. And I look at her lovingly.
Dee Dee, I don't know why I'm here. My
Me
days of
either.
adventuring are behind me. I just want to run in. That's all I want to do.
Well, apparently this Magister guy thinks that you're phenomenal like I do. Oh, yes. And so now we have to investigate.
I don't want to investigate.
When we get
Okay,
back, can I
let's-
play on the dartboard again?
Sure.
Yes.
Just don't touch my cup. And she like tops it off.
We should probably investigate this room, huh?
Yeah. And so Miri, so is this like the room?
This is the room that he was in, you're getting. Like this. But this is not... The Regal you would know is probably a pretty big ship. And this is the room that his lord would have been in and he would have been in. This was like their private room. So there's 2 beds, some tables, a well-appointed like minibar,
Okay.
and dressers.
I go to the dressers and I check the drawers.
You see very fine clothes.
I check the pockets.
There's whatever money they probably had with them at the time, but these are fine clothes. They're made out of very rich silks.
Okay, but I want the money first. How much did I get?
There isn't any in there. There's fine clothes. There's basically 3 sets of fine clothes for each of them.
What size are
Did they have any nice buttons?
They would have nice buttons, yes, they're fine clothes.
Shiny?
What color are they?
They're the colors of their family, so it's greens and blues.
So silk, though.
Yes.
What if Magister killed his own dude? Because they're fine silks here. Because it says fine silk threads. I figured it out. Let's go home now. We figured it
So
out.
this is the Magister's
But
room.
what in
Okay,
it's
because
a
so
crypt?
I want to everyone. I think we should either look for the Magister or check out the scene of the crime.
Yes, but the Magister is dead. You realize that, Miri?
No.
He said in the letter, if you see this,
Oh,
I'm
that he
dead.
is dead. Right. Well, we need to
Unless he's not. Maybe he killed him.
himself.
No, he didn't kill himself. We're going to get along swimmingly. All right, so either he killed himself or he killed his master and then killed himself. We have a very
Drink is
plausible
this?
theory.
It's fantastic.
It's you would actually probably know this from running a bar. This is very expensive elven wine.
Excellent.
I think you should do a
And
constitution saving throw.
she knows how much it costs and grabs the bottle.
Oh yeah.
Only had a bag of holding. All right, so should we investigate the room? I feel like we should investigate something special in here.
Okay, yep. Roll an investigation check.
I rolled 10 nat 20.
Okay.
I see everything. Yeah, that's right, Mary. Back off.
5.
You are well into your cups. You're just like, this is some great
I
wine.
should probably slow down. But Dee Dee's
7?
here.
Oh, 1.
Glad that I'm
You
pulling the
don't.
team here.
You're still a little bit thrown off. You're literally staring at your own pile of vomit.
She's learning the ASL sign for vomit, which is this. Literally.
She hasn't gotten her sea leg and peg leg under her yet.
Which is interesting. You have a peg leg. You should be able to walk and be fine. You're a liar of a pirate.
Okay. You see that this room has probably not been inhabited in like a day or two. It's
Okay.
still clean. There isn't dust on it yet, but the bed was still made from the last time. The clothes are still folded, put away, and you kind of see like what you assume is part of like the normal every morning when they set up, when you leave to do whatever you want, they'll, redo your bed and like put like
You know,
a
the
fresh.
cute little folded towels and
Yes.
stuff. Is this swan?
Not quite a swan. It's a little bit more complicated looking, but you get that they're probably aiming for bugbear.
I wanted an elephant, but okay.
Is there chocolate?
Oh yeah, do they put chocolates on the pillows?
They do not actually put chocolate.
What is
But-
wrong with these people?
This isn't rich enough.
This is a slum.
But
Take it back.
what the other thing you notice is that maybe because, you don't, but you do. The reason you notice is that you also are counting the days because of how many bottles. She grabbed the open bottle, but then you realize there's 2 unopened bottles of this fine elven wine. You get the feeling that they set up every day that, in the morning, give us a bottle of wine and we'll drink it throughout the day.
So it's been 2 days since Magister's been here.
Yep.
Lots of
Beyond
wine.
that, it's it's a well-appointed room.
So no books.
No.
hidden compartments in walls. I steal a set of fine clothes.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Do I get to keep that for reals?
Yes.
I just rolled survival and got an 18 to see if this wine is potable or if I just killed myself.
Oh, no. There is absolutely no point. This stuff is fantastic.
Okay.
And there's still like 2 unopened bottles. Are you going to be throwing those in your sack when no one's looking?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Now, really, just to recap, this carnival cruise, if you will,
Yes.
is only for rich people.
Generally, yes.
We probably all should get dressed up to look fancy. No offense to, Stumpy who's covered in vomit. But
Me and my
you should probably
apron.
change your clothes.
Yeah.
You smell a little bit. And Dee Dee, I think you always look beautiful.
You're Dee Dee. Are you
Did I
talking
say
to
Dee Dee?
yourself?
You did say Dee Dee.
Sorry, I was looking in the mirror. Dee Dee, you always look beautiful. But you put pretty clothes on, Dee Dee. Back to you, Mary. It's the
I worry about you, Kat.
My name's Dee Dee. And I'm not a cat, I'm a tabaxi.
Sorry.
There are
okay.
definitely fine clothes that you could.
I think we should all get nicely dressed just in
Do
case.
any of them fit me, or do I need to just grab a fancy sheet and do a toga?
Magically, they all fit.
They'd fit you without a problem. You two are a little bit big
You gotta
because
pin it up.
they're both human size. So,
Which
how
would be
tall are
my
you?
servants. You guys can pretend to be servants while I be your master.
That would definitely that's
I'm
definitely not unheard of.
over
Let's
6
do
feet.
that.
That
Come along,
50
children.
pounds.
you could probably wear the tunic. The pants are not going to fit.
Or again, you guys could just be my servants and I'll be your master. Call me, I guess I can't be a queen, they might notice that. I'm Lady Dee Dee. And I take a sip of
Lady?
your wine.
I'm imagining that is the stare Miri is just giving. Just like,
Well, guess we're servants now.
I'm gonna call you Servante.
Dee Dee, if this stops you from going near my wine, then that's fine. That's fine.
Come along,
Can we-
Servante.
Yes, let's proceed.
I'm gonna call you Stumpy still because it's a good name for you.
Yes.
Do you want to put on the tunic or do you want to be dressed in your vomit clothes?
I want to grab a sheet and make a toga.
Well, I don't think togas are going to be like a
I
natural
could be
fit.
eccentric.
Well, you're my servant, so I don't think you should be eccentric. Come
yeah,
along.
but one like a gem dragonborn, they're already a little eccentric.
Ignore
Well,
my
I was
other
thinking
servant.
I could do the toga and it could have a slit for the peg leg. Kind of Angelina
If you wear the
Jolie it.
tunic, it'll cover most of you, and you won't be vomity. Because you do smell. There is a smell to
That's
you.
why I want to grab a sheet and make a toga.
Tunic it is. All right, Cervante.
Does the tunic cover my butt?
Yes.
Okay.
And plus, you'd still have your trousers. You didn't throw up on your
Yeah, just your shirt.
legs. You threw up on your shirt.
If you throw up on your peg leg, you can just wash it off. That's the good news about that.
I'm not wearing trousers.
Oh.
Maybe you should draw pants on yourself. Oh, was it a dress?
It's a dress to cover up my peg leg.
Okay. Well,
Do either... I don't, but do you have prestidigitation? You could just clean it.
I don't.
That was Gaius' thing.
Yeah.
tunic it is. It's a short dress. You look very dapper. And
Mini
people
dress,
understand.
okay.
And then they understand your peg leg, and now they can see your really nice looking tattoo.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh, wait, I'm not in an apron. I'm sorry. I'm in chainmail. So.
I'm just imagining she wears the chainmail under the
Oh,
apron.
yeah, under the apron.
Just as soon as she met Dee Dee, she just starts wearing it, just in case.
It's okay. You can wear that.
With a shield on her back.
You're my servante who protects me.
So I'm your bodyguard.
Yes. Bodyguard servante. That is a mouthful.
Okay.
Come along, bodyguard servante.
All right, we exit the room. I'm getting sick of this room.
So,
Drink some more wine.
what I have marked as room 5. So basically, there's a hallway, and kind of in the middle of it is a staircase that goes up like this.
Oh, okay.
And then there's 3 doors on each side. There's a door to your rear, and there's one at the end. And you literally see little signs on that basically just like are marked with like the staff icon. It's kind of like there's like a staff area at the front and the back. And then there's 3 on each side of rooms that are these staterooms.
Should we investigate the rooms first? Or the staff wing?
I want to go to the hold.
Okay.
Right away? Oh, murder. Yes.
Yes.
Scene of the crime. That makes sense. Good job, Cervante. Let's go.
I mean, it's a little
Yep.
expected, but...
I was just going to start with
I'm
the
just
rooms.
assuming you kind of figure out that ships like for something like this, you would go through the staff area and there's a stairs down to the hold itself.
Okay, act natural, everybody.
The staff is not going to stop you from being in the area. They're used to being around rich, eccentric people.
Okay,
And
when
you've
Dee Dee
heard-
walks through, she acts super like, she does this. Arm swing. Like, look how cool I am. To the point where I'm sure Miri and Stumpy are rolling their eyes. And drinking more alcohol.
Actually, in the staff area, it looks like there is a dwarf female. She looks like she's like kind of getting some stuff like around as, you know, probably what they bring to the rooms or what someone's asked for the rooms. It's like a tray with some food on it. But yes, there is a dwarf female.
Can I talk to her?
You absolutely can.
Hello, you. I forgot your name.
Oh, I didn't see you. You
My
must
name
be
is Lady Dee Dee.
You must be new on the ship.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
These are my servants, Stumpy and Cervante. Watch out, Cervante knows karate.
I am Delina. I'm Delina. If you have anything, just ask me or my sister. You'll usually find her. She's usually up the next deck up, working on in the dining hall. If you need anything, just ask.
What is your sister's name?
Oh, my sister is Adana.
Adana. Delina and Adana. Interesting.
Yes. We're twins. Our mother thought it would be easier.
That's okay. I'm Dee Dee.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's boring. Anyway.
I don an apron.
No dad jokes. He should make you do like a wisdom saving throw.
No, she just visibly sighs. You realize that she is used to putting up with very eccentric rich people, and she's not allowed to get angry.
Cervante, if you talk again, I will slap you with my glove. Please be polite to Delina.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Do you remember Lord Baron Scarville Apatillon? Apatillon?
Oh, yes.
Mouthful. Sorry.
Oh, yes, he was, well, I don't like to speak ill, but
No.
I'm going to be honest, he was a bit of an odd one. Do you want
How
to
odd?
do you want to try to persuade her to get, like, full information?
Yes. I rolled persuasion. Ooh, I'm really persuasive. 23. Tell me all about it. I heard he was like a weirdo.
Well, I think he would always get a full bottle of wine every morning and have it drunk by midday.
Mary looks at her bottle.
That's it?
Yeah, his companion, this wizard chap, he was the one that was always cleaning up after him, trying to smooth things over, and he had a bit of a, I'm going to be honest, that I don't like to speak ill because, you know, he's been missing, and the wizard was screaming that he was dead and was punked. All I could say was he was very, well, he was a bit too handsy with people, and he was very, very...
The wizard was handsy with people?
No. The
Lord?
yes.
Magister.
So when you say he was like touchy-feely, what do you mean?
how do I want to
The
put this?
female slap him across the face, touchy-feely?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. He was trying to hit on anything in a skirt.
Ooh.
And things that weren't in a skirt. He had a problem with women.
Might I ask a question, Master?
You may, please feel free to speak a little bit stumpy, but please be polite to poor Delina.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Were any of the recent skirts in question accompanied married skirts?
Excellent.
No, the only married woman we have is still on board with her husband. They're actually down in room 3. No, he saw the rather extravagant wedding ring, and when he went to talk to her, she slapped him quite heartily, and it seemed like he, after that point, he saw the ring and was avoiding.
He didn't hurt anybody, did he? Did he get too amorous and hurt anybody?
Not that I'm aware of. No one had said anything to us. Like that was none of the rumors going around here.
Do we know where the wizard is? His companion?
No. You notice a very odd look cross across her face when she says, like, no.
Odd look how.
You want to roll insight?
Is everything okay with the wizard?
Do we roll also?
I got a 10 for insight.
Insight.
So if any of my servants can help me.
I rolled a 12
10.
for intimidation.
You're like scowling at her. She's like, well, he's not the first that we haven't.
People are disappearing?
Like when you said it, she like does a sharp intake of breath. That is not a word I want to use, but we've had a couple of passengers that have left before we expected them to.
Okay. Do you help them leave, or do they just kind of disappear? I know you don't like that word, but...
More that one than us helping them leave. Don't get me wrong. Plenty of nobles.
How many people have done that? I'll pay you some money if it means you'll talk.
Are you going to go straight to... actually, that'd be fair.
Yes, I have money that I never use, so...
Are you going to give her some
I'm
gold?
offering you 25 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, the Magister was screaming that his lord was dead, so we know that somebody died, but before that, there's been... Every so often, like, a passenger disappears. Then, over the last year or so that I've been doing it, maybe 6 people have gone away.
Wowzers. Okay.
When they went away, did all of them have their belongings still in their rooms? Or did any of them seem planned?
A few seemed planned, but the majority of them, it's not unusual for some of the rich folk to leave some stuff here, and then we keep it in storage because we have a lot of repeat customers. So it's not abnormal for them to say, leave some clothes and some stuff behind and then, come back another time. Oh, just since you guys are new, I would suggest you keep your tickets on you for now. Mari gets a little bit testy when she hasn't seen a new person.
Did we grab the tickets?
I run back to the room.
Okay, good. Thank you, Cervante.
Mari she's a bit overzealous in her duties.
Okay.
She's very well-meaning and she keeps us safe, but she's...
Mari, you said?
Mari, yeah.
I'm going to spell it like Tuesdays with Maury.
It's not that far off.
Is
Actually,
she
well,
the captain, I assume?
No, she's more like... Well, officially her title is ticket taker, but reality she's more like...
Good job putting in a name there. Ticket taker.
Really, she's the captain's hired muscle.
Oh.
So whenever we have a couple of nobles that are maybe a little bit too rowdy in their drinking and gambling, she'll put them in line. Or if someone decides they're going to try something, she handles it.
Dee Dee takes a look around. Is this like a staff kitchen, or what is this?
This is a staff area. This is kind of like, you see some shelves with like the towels and like the stuff they keep in the room, some extra bottles of wine, some serving trays.
Is there any chocolate?
There are some treats. It's less chocolate, more like small cakes that people would ask for in the beginning.
Was this where the guy died?
No, we're not there yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is the staff
I was
area.
going to ask if
Are
any
there
food
any
was missing.
tables?
Shelves, not really tables in this room.
Are there any cups?
There are goblets and stuff like on shelves.
Dee Dee starts inching towards the cups because she can't help herself.
Well, I have work to do. So she's going. She already took a bunch of her time, so she just kind of leaves.
They have free cake. And there's cups. Knock.
Clatter.
Feels better. All right.
And now on the other side, you see 2 stairwells. One that goes down, you're assuming that goes to the hold, and one that goes up. And you get the feeling that because they're servants and some of them would probably eat in their, you would know this more than them. A lot of rich people like to eat in their rooms, so the kitchen is probably right above you. Okay. Kitchen and dining area. So that way, they can make the food fresh and take it right to their rooms.
Anybody hungry? Are there any good smells coming from the kitchen yet?
Oh, there is an absolutely fantastic smelling. Your thing would be enough. It's a venison stew, and you can also smell some fresh baked bread.
DD starts going that way. So
I want some bread.
You probably have to stop.
DD, focus.
But
focus.
It smells good.
We need to get to the hold.
But it smells good.
Wait, we'll get to the kitchen soon. It does smell very good. We need to investigate.
But I want to eat.
I want to go home.
I love that line. I want to go home.
Will you
I'm
hold
with
my
Dee Dee
hand?
on
I'm
this one,
scared of going
however.
downstairs.
Yes.
Okay, she takes my paw. Let me go.
I
And
wanted
Dee
to get some
smiling and they're she's doing the whole wiggling the hand back and forth. I'm sure you're doing it, but she's like, yay, someone's holding my hand. It's Miri holding my hand. All right, we're gonna go on.
You go down to the hold.
Oh, did you want any cake? Or are you still feeling pukey? Because you mentioned
I was just saying
chocolate.
I wanted some bread. Yeah, no, I want something common.
Well, there's
So
cake here, so
Yes.
why don't you grab some, make yourself feel a little better because you've been puking. So
I grabbed 2 cakes.
is it good?
It's
God, did she
delicious.
die?
I grabbed 2
she's
to
fine.
give you 1.
No, I'm afraid of that.
Again, everything, all the food here, you get that these people are used to a very high class clientele. So whatever this poison was probably was not in the food. Whoever poisoned him or wherever this poison came from, it happened at that time.
No,
It wasn't
I said no to cake, and I should have eaten it. The
brought
last time one of my
ketchup.
characters ate cake, I vomited everywhere. If I remember correctly.
fair.
I ate too much.
But so
Okay.
you go down to the hold,
We're going
and
downstairs.
there's a bunch of shelves and crates all along the entire. But you realize that because there's some lanterns set up. Well, actually, technically, there's a continual flame, so they don't really burn. But at the end, you see that there's kind of a open spot at the very front of the ship. If you I have my very crude drawing of a bunch of shelves, stacked up barrels and crates. But you see up here that there's kind of an area that's a little bit more open. Maybe by accident and design more than by the crew's insistence. Do you want to just investigate?
I want to investigate the barrels.
I grab DD and pull her back. Wait. There could be traps. And I rolled an 18.
For checking for traps?
Perception.
Oh,
Yeah.
perception? Yeah, again, it's a lot of barrel. You see different vintages of very fine dwarven mead. You see where they have racks of wine.
If only you had a bag of holding.
And you see where a lot of... This area down here is the larder. You can see that's where they keep a lot of the food. Maybe is a little bit more behind a thing.
Like hardened cheeses.
You do notice something odd, though, is that the larder is in its own sealed room. But the actual door is a lot colder than the surrounding area. They've basically they've used magic to make a refrigerator. Yes.
I like that. Well, I rolled a 16 for investigation.
What are you looking for something specific?
I just want to see something out of the ordinary.
What you see is that
I'm going to assume that Dee Dee has been on ships because that's part of her heritage. So this would not be uncommon for her. So I'm looking for things that would not be on a ship.
the thing that you find very abnormal is that the very front of this, you're used to that ships are when they have a long period of time, they stack as much stuff in here as possible. So the fact that you have what is probably a good 10 by 10 or ish area in the front that is not filled with stuff is very odd, because why would you have all this free space? Why wouldn't you put more stuff in there?
That's true. I think that part of the boat is not safe.
I think that's the crime scene.
Question. Might this be
Maybe the blood splatter.
a spot where is there a crate or a little shelf labeled lost and found?
No.
Is there one labeled dead people?
Are there
That would make this
people-sized
so much
crates?
easier. We nailed it.
Peek behind the
Lost
Shut.
and found. I was gonna roll to see if there was a bag of holding in the lost and found.
That'd be so nice for you.
I'm just gonna a little peek behind the curtain. You get that probably this hollow spot is if he died in the hold. That's probably where it happened.
See? Nailed it.
So if this is her bolt, we should probably go check it out then, Miri.
But are there traps?
No, there are no traps.
Who are you talking to, Miri? There are no
God.
traps.
Technically, she's a paladin. She would literally be talking to her god.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna go investigate the crime scene.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're all rolling?
I rolled a
Investigation.
16 again.
Nice.
Alright, investigation. What do I have
22.
here? +1, dang it. Let's see. 6.
I'm so proud of you.
You
I'm
don't even
just drinking my wine.
you don't even investigate the crime scene. You literally see a tapped barrel of aged dwarven mead, and you're just like,
I finish off the cup of wine
And you're just
I
filling
refill
your-
it.
I was hoping you'd be like laying like this.
you're like half under the tap. You're like pouring your glass, and you're drinking straight from the tap.
Cervante. It's
You
okay.
notice, you actually see where there is some staining in the wood from what you think is the blood.
Oh my.
The other thing that you notice specifically that's a bit odd is that you have not seen any
Bodies.
bodies, but I was going to say more than that, you haven't seen things like hay or straw here, because it's not that... You see where there's some been like straw that's been kind of thrown in a corner, and a rather less than pretty looking cloak thrown over top of it.
Ooh. I want to investigate that.
You notice, not only that, you notice what looks like a belt that has been kind of cast aside, and despite how clean this place has been, you actually see things like a couple of cobwebs up in the corners and a lot more dust up here than you would probably expect. You get that probably what's going on here is the reason why this place has been cleared out, it wasn't necessarily by it might have been by the staff, but it's kind of been cleared out, and it's kind of a place where people that maybe don't want to be seen are going to hook up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it probably has a smell to it.
You would definitely smell it. There's a unique, a musk to it, if you will.
My. So I go over to the pile of hay with the cloak thrown
I
across it.
remember my
On a
first adventure.
fancy pleasure cruise,
Miri,
there
please
is
stop
no
talking.
other room than the hold.
Well, they obviously have their own rooms, but let's be honest, not all these people are necessarily having relations with their spouses.
I
and
think this kind of fits one of those like cheesy romance novels. Let's do it on the hay. Oh yes, and you realize how scratchy it is. Like, ow, this is a terrible idea.
if you're wondering my thought process, it's a little bit more like Titanic, where there's that car. So hey, we don't want people to know what's going
There
on.
is a carriage.
Me and young sailman out in the forest.
Yeah, the idea
Miri,
is
keep drinking.
that again. It's a place where probably was set up by the staff. Probably two of
Oh,
the
the staff did it.
I was gonna say probably
down in the corner.
Yeah, probably one of the staff was having a bit of a tryst, and they just
okay.
set this up, and then other people have realized, oh, hey, wait, they never cleaned this up. If I don't want my wife or my husband to find out, here's the spot. It's kind of like a kind of open secret through some of the staff and some of the...
Would you just slip them a 5 to get...
Yeah, it's more like, it's like, hey, a place where no one's going to... Oh, yep, absolutely, no one's going to notice.
So what you're saying is the make-out corner become the take-em-out corner.
That is what you're thinking. Yes.
Okay. Can I go... I'm really proud of that, by the way.
Make them and take them.
Yes. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Literally, I live here. I want to go investigate the pile of hay and the cloak.
Be careful.
I'd like to investigate the belt.
Miri, do you want to come with?
Okay,
You're wearing armor. Maybe you should
It
come
could
with
be
me.
diseased.
roll, since you have decent, I'm going to give you an investigation advantage because you're looking for something very specific.
Advantage. Okay.
What do you guys see over
What does
there?
that mean?
19.
You roll it twice and take the higher.
19.
19.
Plus your...
Do I add to it?
Oh, yeah, your investigation.
I come
24.
over.
I come over
Hey, what
with
do you
your.
got?
You should roll a disadvantage, Miri. You gotta stop drinking.
Investigation.
The belt you find is very, very, very fine quality leather, and the buckle attachment is for pure gold. This was definitely cast off while someone of high means was having a
Any engraving?
not that you would necessarily recognize. There's like a family symbol, but you probably wouldn't know it, unless you're from that area.
That's all I want to know. Was
Yes.
there a form of family symbol?
Yes, there is a family symbol on it.
Someone
whose it is?
obviously shrank to tiny proportions for their belt to fall off. I rolled a 7.
Miri, you took your vow of celibacy very seriously. You have no idea what goes on here. The cloak is kind of old and tattered. This is probably not one of the... This is probably when whatever employee was having a tryst here threw it down. Within the pile, you see a couple of small odds and ends, like, where people have maybe been a little bit quick in throwing off their clothes.
Okay.
A few coins, some buttons that were...
I keep the buttons.
Yep. You find, 5 buttons, a combination of both brass and, gold. And even one that was very nice where it's, gold with a overlaid mother of pearl.
Ooh. Matches my very expensive pearl necklace that I don't realize is expensive.
Yes.
And I go, look at this one, it's shiny.
And the other thing you see is that...
Isn't it lovely?
That's very nice, dude.
Is that no one has tried to clean up the...
Do you want one?
And she takes it.
It's the brass button. You can have that one.
Are you going to eat it?
thank
I want to know if she tries eating it in this drunken state.
What?
Do you
No,
try
I rolled a
eating the
nat
button?
20 for Constitution.
Oh, yeah.
So
She's keeping
she's
that.
just knocking them back right now.
By the end, I'll probably make you throw another one. But for now, you're fine. You
You
hold
as a
your liquor.
bartender, you have a pretty good
And
tolerance.
she's half orc, so...
Yeah. The other thing you notice that when you're checking out the blood stain is that where the blood stain is whatever poison it was actually kind of ate into the wood a little bit, but it was overlaying the blood. So blood and poison was on top of it.
So he got stabbed first, then poisoned?
You think this is probably not a poison that you eat or drink, but more like poison on a weapon? Or poison, some sort of... The poison was...
Poisoned dagger, if you will.
Yes. The poison was introduced into the wound as opposed to
A
he
poisoned
drank or
dagger in the hold.
Or a syringe. We need to find the body.
Miri, yes, we do. I'm so proud of you.
Mir, since you're looking for something very specific, do you want to roll an investigation with advantage? Because you're not drunk yet.
Oh my.
Because you're not drunk yet.
17.
While you don't find a body, you do find a little section of bone. And you think
Oh.
it's probably it's about the size of a finger bone for your average humanoid.
The size, or is it a finger bone?
Do you have nature or medicine?
I have proficiency in medicine.
This definitely looks like... You can't say, without rolling, you can't say if it's what species it is, but it's definitely humanoid and it's probably from a finger bone. Do you want to roll on medicine specifically?
Yeah, that's a 21.
It is the third digit of a...
It's the longer bone, technically the first digit, and it was either from a human or someone who is mostly human or partially human. There's plenty of halves, whatever's, or human of some sort.
We should probably keep that and attach it to the person who's dead.
We
like a
probably
puzzle.
should have asked what kind of race the Magister was.
That would have been helpful.
Did anyone ask?
No.
No.
You didn't ask about the race of him or his charge.
I'll be back.
Are you looking for...
Going up the stairs.
You're into chunk to chunk too because of your armor.
Okay, I'm off the stairs.
At this point, you see
Hi, excuse me.
Aldana's walking back in with an empty tray.
Are they identical? I just want to know, they are
They're twins, yes.
identical twins?
Hi, Delina? Excuse me, Delina?
I'm actually Aldana, but yes.
Oh, Aldana. Oh, I
Aldana.
thought it was Adana.
I thought it was Adana too.
Okay.
Aldana. It's Adaln.
Oh, wait, so I was right.
Aldana.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually Aldana, yes.
Yes. Well, we and I pull. I'm just assuming I took the letter because I physically took the letter. We've been called in to investigate a disappearance, and I was just.
She just kind of goes like you get that they do not like that word at all. Probably a PR thing, but they do not like that word.
Look, I just want to go home. I don't care.
You
about
need this more than I do. And you realize she pulls out she has a flask on her.
Oh, thank Christ.
Are you gonna drink it?
Yep.
You're gonna do a con check on this one.
Oh God, that's a 6.
This stuff is really strong dwarven whiskey. You are half cut by the bottom of her flask.
This is beautiful.
I know.
A tear forms in her eye.
I know. I need it.
I'm level with you, Adalna. I don't care about the name or reputation of this place. We won't say a thing. I just want to go home. I want to solve this and go home. So, I just want to know what the race of the Magister in room 5 was.
Oh.
And his companion. Were they
yes.
human? Were they... Elvish?
I have it written down, actually. Yes, the Magister Rossaran. Yeah, he was actually an elf. He was actually kind of skinny, even by elven standards. Very, very...
Quite gaunt.
Yes. It's not that... He's just very thin.
He was doing a lot of cocaine.
Did you come with me?
No, this is your conscience speaking.
And the Baron Abatillon, he was a half elf. He was. I mean, for someone of knife ear, he was actually rather robust looking, rather handsome fellow. You get that she has a very particular type, and tall and thin is not her type.
So I'm confused. Was the wizard tall and skinny?
Wizard was tall and skinny and
Jafar.
elf.
Okay.
Yes, and he's an elf.
Oh, dude,
and
he's definitely evil. Does he have a parrot?
Abatillon is was a little bit more well built, but he was a half elf.
Were there any feathers in the bedroom?
You did not search for feathers.
We invest in moving on. Okay,
Yes.
so now that our Miri is drunk, officially.
So if you're trying to make the connection, this finger bone could be either of theirs.
Yes.
Or someone else's. But the idea is it's probably human, elf, or half human of some sort. No. You are not getting that kind of thing. You're like...
Wait, hold on. Just... Nat 20 for dexterity.
you go down to spine.
I slide down the railing.
I'm imagining you're walking a bit like Jack Sparrow, where it's like naturally kind of twisting as you get back to them.
You find me rolling on the floor playing with some hay.
Dee Dee, you don't want to know what's been in that hay. Oh, Lord. Don't use your tongue to clean yourself, please. Take a real bath.
Why? What's in the hay?
So many things.
Remember, Dee Dee
Lots
adopted a
of
dog.
material.
All right, she's probably more innocent than you in some ways.
To it, and then Miri's just come over here.
Okay.
No pun intended. And
Fun.
don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good one. I'm giving you inspiration for that one because that out of character is just amazing, and I am enjoying that too.
I like that you're taking care of me in your drunken state.
This bone is either...
Why do you have a bone?
I found it.
Why would you pick that up?
I was investigating it.
I don't think you should touch dead people's body parts. That's not okay.
We are here to...
Leave the bones alone.
We're here to solve a crime.
That's what's going on in the hay pile.
I need... Look, if anyone wants to jump on this one, it's not going to be very rewarding for any of us. Okay?
It's not the size. Oh. I have 5 buttons. Oh, I have 4. I gave you 1. Look at my buttons.
They're beautiful.
Getting back on task.
Yes.
So this is either the Magister or his wizard accomplice. He was an elf.
The Magister
A
is
half
the
elf.
wizard. The Magister is the wizard.
Oh,
His
right, yes.
charge is the Baron.
Yes.
It's very confusing.
So he was a half elf, and his charge was an elf.
No. The Magister is the one that summoned you. He is
Jafar.
the elf.
Skinny
The
talk.
Right,
Baron
and his
is the
lord
Yes, the
was-
Baron is a half elf.
We figure it out through your drunken text. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So the wizard was tall and skinny, probably doing some kind of drugs to stay skinny.
He had the money.
Yeah, rich family.
Do we know what they looked like? Does he look like Jafar?
We can ask it when we make it up to the dining room.
Are we done investigating, do you think, down here?
You probably got the clues you look unless you're looking for something specific.
Can I look and see if amongst the discarded
we should go in the
items
fridge.
is a bag of holding?
Oh my god.
Go ahead and search.
I want to search the refrigerator.
I go into.
Yes, jeez.
I look for a nice iced
What
wine.
do I add to it?
It'd be an investigation.
Ooh, that she got 22.
No, you don't really find anything magical, but you do find
Spiders.
something that you probably would want, which is a discarded pair of pants. That were
Not that pile. I'm not Dee Dee.
how
I
discarded?
know. Yeah, no.
These didn't even quite make it to the hollow area. These were cast off a little bit further back.
Cast off pre-fun.
Yes.
So still clean.
Yes.
Before we leave, can I just look to see if there are any signs of a struggle? I know it's pretty open, but
I Any scratches in the wood kind of thing.
Roll a
Unfriendly
perception
scratches.
or
Yeah, not the ones that Dee Dee left when she was...
either roll a perception or a investigation, whichever one's going to be better.
Fresh scratches.
Dirty 20.
They're
Dirty
awfully
20 and the dirty
thin,
gold.
and they're not like claws from like an animal because they're not placed close together. But there are a couple that are very thin, and there's 6 of them, but they're quite separated. But they're very long and thin, like scratches in the wood.
on the floor or on the wall?
I fall.
2 are on the wall, and 4 are on the.
Do they look
floor.
like they were made by the same being, or do
They look like whatever made
Is there
one cut.
blood?
It looks like it made all of them.
Is there blood in there?
Not there, but they're pretty close to where the blood was at. So if the blood splatter's here, 2 of them are here, 2 are here, and then 2 are on the back wall.
I want to roll nature
Sure.
to see if... Oh, no. That's an 11. But I wanted to see if, like, these come from, like, a creature that was, like, running on the walls or something.
Oh, no.
You don't know if it was running on the walls, but it probably came from a creature.
Ooh.
But, again, that doesn't mean a whole lot.
No,
Because there are a lot of creatures that can be any form they want, or any sort of creature that can go invisible, or hide, or swim in the water and come up. They're probably not from a normal human or humanoid.
Cthulhu.
Okay.
Do the pants fit?
Yeah, they were made for a rather robust-looking man, so they would fit.
This reminds me of a
You might
time
have to
I
put
was
the
in a
belt
swamp
on, just to keep
fighting
right.
giant insects.
I like to move to indeed put the belt on. So then I have the belt with me.
Oh, you are the dirty belt. I'm going to go in the refrigerator.
Okay. There is a bunch of, at this point, preserved meat, creams, and butter, and a couple of other...
How much cream are we talking?
You know the metal milk jugs?
Yep.
There are several of those because this is literally, they're stocked up for a period of time.
I pop open one of those creams and I'm licking it like a cat because I'm a cat.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Not
ahead.
the worst thing that has happened in this whole.
I didn't knock it over.
You're in there for a couple of minutes while she's investigating the scratches. You're in there for 4 minutes without them realizing. You drink a rather unhealthy amount of cream. Yes. I'm gonna need you to make a constitution check.
No, it's not. It's worth it if I vomit.
Yeah.
All right. Constitution, is it a saving throw? I should
Yes.
do? 14.
You don't throw up, but your stomach is a little bit.
I got like a baby, I got the pregnancy belly.
Yeah, you kind of. Yeah, that thing is like when,
You can
especially
hear
a
it
kitten.
slosh when you move.
No, it's the thing is like when you have a kitten and they have like a really big meal and it's just like a little bulge.
You know they're full.
Yeah,
All right.
that is you when you come out.
I also want to see if there's any knives or any kind of weapons in here.
There are on the wall. There's like a set of hanging hooks, and you see some like butcher's knives and cleavers that are used for butchering some because you see a couple of sides of like beef and venison. You get that these are probably used for quickly, for
Chopping
butchering.
the preserved meat.
Are they all clean? And is there a empty slot?
Roll an investigation.
You're not even in there. I'm doing this.
You've been there for 4 minutes, and you're like sloshing around, so she probably.
We're coming in to get you now.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. They're all where they should be, because you see that there's a set of hooks, and obviously this is a ship, there's a little bit of sway, so you kind of see where things have naturally kind of hit, and you almost like an outline, but not quite, like which would go where. They're all where they should be. They don't look any dirtier than you would expect for being used for butchering. It wasn't like someone used this to stab somebody to death here.
They're normally clean ones.
They aren't like super clean, but they're also not like dirty as if they had like fresh blood on them. They've been used for hacking apart meat.
Okay, I rolled a 14. I would like to see if anything's out of place, because this is a refrigerator.
Yes. Without knowing what it looked like beforehand, you get that this place is... anything that's out of place is probably because it's been used and hasn't been replaced.
So there's like no random like statue or crowbar or candlestick in here.
No. Everything is what you'd expect. Maybe things are not in the place that you would put them because, I had to take up this huge thing of cream for a bunch of sauce, then I had to carry it back down. And you get that these people, while professionals and very, very well paid, you can probably tell them.
They're a little sloppy.
Yeah, there's going to be a certain level of, oh my god, I've gone up and down these steps 4 damn times today carrying a bucket of cream to make 4 different cream sauces. But it's nothing out of
Dee Dee knows how much cream there is, and she's going to order some later for her room.
So you would say there are no red herrings.
There are definitely fish. I don't know that there's specifically a red herring, but there's probably some herring. There's definitely fish. Do you want to look specifically for a herring?
A maraschino herring.
And this is just my salute.
In sign language, that's not very appropriate.
It was a salute.
In any language.
I'm sorry, I'll go with that one. Your dad would be more proud.
Anyway, all right. Do we look behind the barrels for a weapon since you found a finger?
I think someone was eaten.
This one was eaten?
Yes. I think something poisoned them and ate them.
Like a spider.
Yes.
Because they stabby stab.
Yes. Or, yeah.
I feel really full.
Or even, I don't know how big this boat is yet, but like, manticore or something, something that...
I don't know what a manticore is, but my tummy hurts.
Oh, okay. Well... That's probably because you had a lot of cream, dear.
And I'm sorry to go back and drink some more.
No, let's get you out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now where to? Back up to the kitchen? I got room for
we're gonna-
dessert.
Yeah. So back up the stairs. You come into the servants area. Do you go up to the next set of stairs that lead to the kitchen? You're going to do another dexterity saving throw to see if you make it up the stairs.
2.
You are...
We have to drag
0. 2.
They are basically carrying you.
I love you guys.
So you're going straight up to the
You mean
kitchens
it?
then?
I love you too, Mary. I didn't want to tell you, but I may have eaten one of your darts because of the feathers.
That's not good.
I hate the pointy part. I just hate the feather.
Oh.
I chewed
Okay.
apart.
Oh, I fixed that.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yes.
good. I'm glad.
So you're going up to the kitchen then?
Yep.
Okay. You come into the kitchen and
I burst through the door.
you...
Cervante, calm down.
Adalina is up there, and you see her and her sister are both there, like getting trays around. You get this. You're acutely aware this is close to about what dinner time, like lunchtime, would be. So they're probably getting busy for making food. You see both Adalina and Delina are both there. Adalina looks at you. She's just like,
I'm so sorry. She is something.
"Oh no, you can blame
She's
this."
the well-trained one. Sorry, he.
She.
Oh, good.
Girl.
You're in a dress. Stumpy's an interesting name. I get confused. This is Dee Dee talking, by the way.
Yes.
So, she's the better behaved one of
Well,
the two. Something happened, but when she went upstairs
she's
to
an
talk
orc.
to you.
She's got orc blood in her. She's not used to dwarven whiskey yet.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
By the way, if you want, I can tell you what the vintage is. It's just kind of expensive.
I gotta get this for Ryan.
She like writes it down real quick, like what it is, like on a
Just take it and put it in my pocket.
Dee Dee's just confused and watching.
And then you see
A red herring.
not a red herring, but you do see someone with red
Or is
skin.
it a clue?
Red skin.
Yes, and they're at a cookpot. They are a tiefling. He is a tiefling. Tiefling are the devilly people. Red skin, tails. It's like he turns around, looks at you.
Satan is in the kitchen.
What are you doing in my kitchen? Get where you're supposed to be.
It smells good.
I know, and the food is almost ready, so if you want to go take a table, we'll bring out the food to you.
But I want to eat it here. And I make my kitty cat face.
Look, Dee Dee, let's go. And
You see, like, there is an anger there.
Should she roll for
I go up
persuasion?
and I rub against him.
Okay, roll persuasion, and,
Haha. I rolled a 23.
he rolled a nat 1. Apparently you break this very surly chef's, like, normal demeanor. He's like, you know what? They say having a cat in the kitchen is a good thing. Keeps the mice
I
out.
have 4 buttons.
He scritches you behind the ear. It's like, you're an adorable one. So,
oh, I dropped a pot. Oh dear.
that actually track. It's just like, so he's kind of giving you scritches, and he's just like, what's going on?
Oh, I wanted to come in and just say hi. My name's Dee Dee. Oh, right there. That feels good right there. Yes, perfect. Does anyone ever come into your kitchen? Apart from us, of course.
Occasionally, one of these patrons will wander in. Sometimes,
Did you have like a half elf wander in past couple days?
it would have been about 4 or 5 days ago. He didn't wander into the kitchen. He kind of came up the stairs. He looked at me real quick, looked around, and headed back down. Ooh. I think he might have been using the spot.
Yes, the makeout corner.
If you want to call it that, sure. But yeah, he was a bit confused because
How about his magister? Guy freaks me out. He's tall.
Actually, he's a very nice man. We were having a nice
really?
conversation about
Looked
magic.
kind of scary.
Well, elves all look a little bit.
But he was like skinnier than most.
Yeah. He was very tall too, but
Yeah.
I just
What's he on? It's like he's on still. Did he have a black curly beard?
he had no facial hair. He
Did he
kept
have
his
black hair?
no, actually his hair was golden.
Darn it. Not Jafar. But you're talking about magic, you said?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what'd you talk about?
Well, he's a court mage, and I used to dabble a little bit. I can do some basic spells, and like he like sniffs the air and says, "Come over here." He points to Stumpy. I don't know what you're carrying. It is disgusting smelling. He can smell your
Vomit?
yes, your stained clothing.
But I'm not wearing stained clothing.
No, you would have thrown it in your pack.
We didn't leave in
No,
the
I
room?
left it in
Oh,
the
you
room.
left it in the room. Okay.
Jeez, back off, man. We just tossed
Well,
it.
I think
Yeah.
he smells your breath. Then he's like,
It's
here.
probably in her hair.
He whips something up quick.
Do you have hair? As a dragonborn?
I have a little bit
Maybe
of
it's stuck
fur
in
on
your
my-
teeth.
Yeah, he mixes something up real quick. He's like, just gargle with this.
What does it?
You do smell a little bit stumpy. She got sick. Both,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Which is ironic because she's a peg leg. I thought she was a pirate. That's why
He
I hired her.
he uses it's very minty flavored. You can tell that it's basically a blend of herbs that is
Welfare
designed to
thin.
like make your breath feel better. And
Are you sure it's not just
Did we
straight
catch
mint
Tiefling's
liqueur?
name?
No, I was going to ask next.
there's a non-zero amount of mint liqueur. He
I
also
wrote
hands you a little
tiefling.
bottle. It's like, this should help with your seasickness issue.
So, what magic did you talk about?
Just some basic spells, and like you see, he's actually like moving the ladle with just like mage hand. It's like like I said, I dabble a little bit. It's been a while since I just have a few basic spells I use.
So he seemed really nice.
Oh yeah, he's a very pleasant man.
Hi, I didn't catch your name though. What's your name? Does he have one?
My name is Tefan.
Tefan.
Yes.
My name's Dee Dee. Lady Dee Dee. This is Cervante. And that's Stumpy.
That's not my name.
Can I call you Teffy?
Sure. You wouldn't be the first.
I'm going to call him Teflon.
So, what are you doing in my kitchen?
It smelled good.
Still scratching
Thank
behind
you.
your.
Yes, my tail is twitching. It feels good.
Oh yes. So lunch is about ready. If you want to take a seat.
Lunch. Okay. We want to do a quick scan. Does anything seem like out of the ordinary? I rolled a 9 for investigation, so I'm just too busy getting petted, and I'm
Yeah.
I also got a 9.
You realize that the stuff that helps you with like seasickness is like 90% liqueur. So you're like, this is delicious. He basically made
My servants are drunk.
I rolled a 3.
You're still really cut. Well,
This kitchen was a disaster.
I just walk out and start going towards the
you do?
dining room.
yeah, you're like, you think you just find a seat and you're just like, you just
told me
like
to
fall
come
into
here.
it.
Yep.
The dining room, again, several tables. You see that the tables are actually
I'm so
bolted
sorry,
into the floor.
Teffin. We have to go take care of
I'm just talking
her.
to an empty seat about like my
Oh,
past
she's not
adventures
the. I'm gonna have to have a talk with Adalna. This is not the first time.
No, she's very happy. It's hard to get her drunk, so honestly, give her a high five. Because this is amazing.
He actually finds it very funny. He's like, oh, well, yes,
she
but
finds me adorable now. Usually she hates me. So this is good. I think I'm adorable.
like before you go to leave, he like hands you a fresh loaf of bread and
to
like
help sop up the alcohol.
and also 2 bowls of stew. She's like, she should probably eat.
Yeah.
Do you want one? Is your stomach okay yet? So he gets you a nice bowl of stew and some more bread.
I go out and I put food in front of you. You probably should eat this.
Miri is just kind of staring off in the space.
Miri.
Ah!
You need-
Oh, hi.
Hi, Miri. I brought you this stew and this fresh bread. I think you should eat.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I eat
Are
it.
there any
Okay.
cups in front of her?
What?
Are there any cups in front of Miri?
No.
I dip bread in it.
So you eat real quick. Just roll,
I start tapping your bowl.
roll a
though.
con save. If you're over 10, you're not as drunk. You're getting back to normal.
14.
Okay, you're doing okay now. You're like, that thing is like.
I start tapping your bowl off the table.
I grab it.
Oh, good, you're back. Good, okay. Welcome back. world.
There's a couple of patrons kind of like that are coming in. There's actually 3. There's a dwarf at a table, and then there 2 people coming in. They're just sitting there chatting, and they take a seat. They take a table off to the side.
The married couple. Does she have a big ring on her finger?
She does not. The person sitting is a dwarf male. The two that just came in, one is a human. He's dressed finely. Like, again, everyone you're seeing here, with the exception of the staff, are dressed in fine silks as it is. A lot of the staff are still dressed in nicer uniforms, but he's actually talking to a gnome, and go ahead and do a perception check, more hearing-based perception.
Oh, I have keen
Just
hearing.
her?
Anyone who wants to, because these two are walking and talking. You got a 1. You're
I'm
like
still drunk.
you're like eating to like get. And this is helping, so you're just like getting over your
I have advantage on because I have keen hearing,
Yes.
so dirty 20.
4. You are just enjoying your stew.
Soup is exquisite.
This gnome woman and this male, this human,
Time I taste?
as they sit down, they're talking. You get that they're talking about business. These two sound like either they met on the cruise or they knew each other before, but they're working on like a business partnership.
What do you think they're talking about over there?
They're discussing a business endeavor. I hear it just fine.
Oh.
I can hear.
You hear
I have ears.
they're talking about caravan routes.
They're discussing caravan route. Wait, hold up. What?
Caravan routes. Yeah, like that's
Like
very,
from Cholt? They're
Not-
going to kill tabaxis.
not necessarily. No,
So I start really listening because the last caravan...
they're
I-
actually talking about overland
okay.
ones from Cormyr, which is deep into the continent.
Yeah.
Again, they're talking a lot about like different trade routes and also what kind of goods that they're willing to send over to get. They're discussing business. You get that they're probably going to go in on an adventure.
What are they planning on trading?
It sounds like they're trying to get fine timber from Cormyr, but what they're sending over is like the textiles that are a little bit more unique to like the cotton-based textiles.
No.
Stumpy wants to know.
Can I just ask a really quick question? Is Cormyr close to Cholt?
No, Cormyr's as far from it as you can get. That's like
Okay.
deep into the forest.
I'm good. All right.
Cholt is here off the continent.
That's I have no yeah.
Yeah.
So
Stumpy wants a bathroom adventure.
There are several privies. Like there's some. Each one of the rooms that you were in would have had a small privy on it, and then actually in the frontal staff area there's a privy, and there is a privy at the far end. You haven't gone into the room yet, but outside the room where you're in the dining room here, at the very far end here, like basically the tip of each one of the ships is kind of where a privy is, but there's an independent privy in each one of these. So there's basically a privy at the front, except for the ship, but basically these two decks, there's a privy to the far front. So yes, if you need a public privy, that's the place you're gonna go. Okay, so you go off to the privy. Going through, you actually walk through a very, very well appointed like bar, and like you go off and use your privy. So like I said,
that was probably the cutest thing ever.
yeah, it was. Okay, so you guys are in the dining room. You're doing a little bit better than you were.
I would like to go talk to the dwarf. 'Cause
Okay.
I can hear the men's conversations, so I might talk to them, but the dwarf is alone. I want to talk. So I walk over and I say, "Hello, my name is Lady Dee Dee, and who might you be?"
I'm Vargamar of the Ironbeards, and he slaps you on the back, like,
And I go flying forward. Ooh.
oh, you're a small one, ain't you? And he has a lot of food for him. He like rips a huge chunk off the bread, and like a huge thing of like wedge of cheese. He just like hands it to you.
And I grab it all and I eat the cheese. I just had a whole bunch of cream, but this cheese looks delicious. You should meet Miri. She likes food and booze too. Miri, come over here. Miri, come here.
I walk over.
Want some bread?
Well, oh, you're one of the greens.
Oh, hello, little guy.
That's rude.
He's like, how about
Cervante, we don't act that way.
He smiles from ear to ear. He goes, why don't we challenge it up?
I like it.
All right.
Strength contest. Woohoo!
No, not you. That die betrays me. This one. Oh, come on. 9. Oh, okay, 14.
He has 16 on the die, and he'd be a dwarf, so he gets at least a plus of 1. He's like, there's a good contest, but he puts it, he's like, he's like really cheery. He goes, well, I guess the next drink's on you then, isn't it?
Pull out your elven wine.
Yeah, I pull out a bottle and I go, I got something better.
Oh, some
My
of the night
Cervante
beers.
is a fine barkeep.
I can see this.
So why are you here? We're here on a pleasure cruise.
Oh, me too. You know, it's the last daughter, she just got married. The wife, she wants to go check out the new in-laws, and I'm just like, you know what? You have fun. I could use some time to me. So
What do you do?
Oh, me? I'm well, the dwarven term, blah blah blah, but he'd be the equivalent of like a judge or like, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. The dwarven, there's a dwarven term for it, but that is, he's basically a judge.
It's not typical for a dwarf to be out on the cruise. What gave you that idea?
Actually, strangely enough, in my younger, wilder days, I actually used to be a sailor.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I thought it'd been too long. It's been a century and a half since I'd been on the sea.
Century and a half. Wow. You must have some stories.
Oh, I was a glorious adventurer all the way up
wear
to
a nice
Sword
hat?
Coast. No, I usually used to wear my old helmet.
I have 4 buttons.
Those are actually... He like, notices the gold one really quick. He's just like, Lass, do you mind if I see that one?
Sure.
Picks up and goes,
I found them. Can I keep them?
oh, I'm not going to tell you can't, but I know that symbol.
What is it?
Oh, there was this nice lad. Bit of a talker. Bit of a horn dog.
Oh, Lord, what's his face?
Roswell.
Roswell? Cervantes,
Abatillon?
please stop talking for a while. Lord Baron Scarvel.
Yeah, that's the lad. He was wearing a doublet.
He always looked nice.
He really did. He did very well with them clothes. A bit of a fop, but he seemed like a nice lad. Yeah, that was one of his buttons. Oh, must talk to he must get a better tailor.
Yes. But it's mine now. I put it away.
Well,
Anything happen on here? You having fun? Anything
Oh,
weird
I've
happen?
See, we've been looking for him. Have you seen him?
it's a couple of days ago. Last I heard, he was... I didn't see who with, but he was laughing and smiling up at Storm, saying he had one hot date that night.
Ooh.
We had supper, we chatted, and he said he excused himself.
Sidebar. Are there creatures that can look like humans but then turn into spiders?
There are
Yeah.
a lot.
Shifters and things like
It
that.
sounds like there's something like that going on here. There's a succubus.
Oh my.
It's not Jafar unless Jafar turned himself into. Oh, you're back from the restroom. How is the privy, Stumpy?
Posh.
Ooh,
Oh yes, they make sure everything is amazing here.
this is awkward.
The toilet paper smells of lavender.
What? They have
Yes,
toilet paper here?
Yes, it's better than the old solution of...
I'm a cat, so I don't know what that is.
I brought you a piece.
I have buttons. Thank you, Stumpy, for bringing me toilet paper. Please put that in your pocket.
So, how long have you been here?
You could say we just kind of just dropped in. You know, we just got here.
Ah, yes. You'll love it. It's a nice place. Food is amazing.
Oh, we just had some of the stew. It was amazing, yeah. How long are you going to be on here, do you think?
Oh, I've been here for about a week. I've got another 4 days.
Oh, good. Okay.
Then I have to head home to the battle axe.
Wife.
In dwarf
No, I
terms,
get it.
females will also
Yeah.
fight, and they all like... So, that might not be a, like, she's the old bat. It might mean that might be her nickname. You can't be sure.
Oh, love. Right, Cervante?
I miss those days.
I'm right here, Cervante.
What? You guys look like you're having a great time.
We are having a
Anytime I'm here, if you ever want to sit and chat, I'm always
wonderful.
here.
I'm going to go talk to those people over there now. So we walk over and talk to the couple.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Lady Dee. And who might you two gentlefolk be?
The gnome actually gets up and with a very flourished bow, she goes,
She.
"Yes, the gnome is
Wrote it
female.
down as a male, sorry.
The human is male. The gnome is female. I am Cathastalis. And who might you be, my lovely folk?"
Dee Dee's confused as to why you're so small. She's like looking down at you. She's like, it talks. No, I'm kidding. She has seen gnomes. Well, these are my servants. This is Cervante.
And I give like a really nice, well rehearsed bow.
Curtsy.
Curtsy.
You're a female. Curtsy.
But I'm in like armor, so I don't know if I
She-
should curtsy.
I think it's cute. And this is Stumpy.
I was gonna. She kind of sees the peg leg and realizes that why you're not back. She goes, actually, I might know a good set of people that could replace that stump with something that's a little bit more approximating an actual leg.
I'm attached to it.
This,
Thank you.
This makes Stumpy Stumpy.
Yes.
She has a tattoo on it.
I know some.
Literally attached to it.
Yes.
If,
Figuratively.
if you ever change your mind and she's a consummate business person, so she's like, this is the content. She like, literally like puts down some information and like, if you're ever in, and it's like another like, it's her business, but she like a contact person if you ever want to replace it. And this rather annoyed-looking fellow, because you get that the human was kind of like, because they were obviously talking business, and like this guy in character is kind of scowling. This is Engus on Seam. He's a bit rough, but he's a very good.
Well, I heard you guys were talking about caravan paths and trade routes over at Cormier.
Oh
What
yeah.
business are you guys in?
Well, I trade in a little bit of everything. My specialty is really magical equipment and like machinery. He's more in textiles, but we find that we work well together, and usually we'll both pay for it.
Does he sell a lot of silks?
His specialty
I
is
thought you just ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, sir. What's his name again?
Angus.
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 Angus or
It's
Angus?
Enges. but
Angus.
it's
You're
Angus.
correct. Angus.
Angus.
Does Angus have very petite features? Does he have a beautiful
male human.
face? Yes. There could be a cross-dresser.
He.
We don't know who
He definitely is. He keeps his
I
beard
thought you were a
shaved,
man.
but you can definitely tell he's male from a distance. Maybe with some work, or maybe with a disguised self, he could. But he definitely is male. He looks male. He's a bit gruff, but he's like, not really my specialty. Mine is actually in dyed wools and cotton.
I was hoping he wasn't going to say, tabaxi fur. So I was kind of like,
Ooh, no, I don't deal in fur. It's
good. The last person who tried to hurt my family, I'm wearing his eyeball.
thanks for the threat.
It wasn't a threat. I was just telling you. I want to share my stories.
Oh, no, I
She's still learning how to socialize. It's
no, I mostly deal in cottons and wools.
Do you have any samples of your craft?
Yeah, here. He's like patting around. He takes out his coin purse. He dumps the coins out and tosses you. And you realize that instead of being like a
pulls out
normal,
swatches.
no,
Yes, I'm on the
he basically takes the coins out, but he throws you the actual money pouch that it was in, and you realize it's a very, very fine wool. Like this is like
And
really.
he goes,
well
I'm allergic.
Damn, that wool's fine.
It's like
Cervante, calm down. Calm
like-
yourself.
yeah, we're pretty well known.
Ever do silk or just wool and
Well,
cotton?
understand, she's my servant. She couldn't afford your work.
Yeah, fair. I've tried getting into silk a few times. It's that getting trade routes, getting trade all the way from the east to here is always a little bit expensive, and by the time I get it here, sometimes the risk isn't really worth the reward. So I usually do a lot more of exporting.
Have you been here long? Do you know
Uh,
if anyone in here is in the silk trade?
There's this lady. She's definitely from the east. She said she definitely makes her money in weaving. And
Do you know what room she's staying in?
I didn't bother to ask, honestly. Last time she kind of wanders around.
I mean, if we stay here long enough, I'm sure she'll show up because she's got to eat eventually.
Does she come to lunch every day?
I have not seen her in here getting lunch.
Does she come over at night only?
I think she eats in her cabin, honestly.
We
could
should
talk
go
to the
talk
wait-
to the twins.
We could talk to the wait staff. Yeah.
Twins. I would love to buy her silks and her weavings. So thank you so much, Engus.
You're welcome, I guess. Because he's still a little bit thrown off by that, pseudo-threat story. It's like, okay.
I've got my eye on you.
You get that he's probably very good at his job, but he is not like the front. He's not the one that talks to the customers. He's the one that making sure everything is going where it needs to go.
So there's a lady who makes weavings and has silks, and she doesn't come out of her cabin.
I was right here for this conversation.
She's a succubus. She's a vampire. The light will kill her. Do vampires exist that way in D&D?
That's not what succubi are.
I'm gonna.
Cat, okay?
I'm a cat.
She's a cat.
I really want to point out a few issues, but I'm just gonna
They're
let you
probably
continue your
superstitious.
thing.
Could she be a vampire? Vampire can't fire.
Vampires can turn into other forms, so yes, that is theoretically possible.
But they're not really poisonous, though. Well,
Doesn't
let's
mean
go
a
find out.
vampire
Let's
couldn't
go talk to
carry
the twins.
poison.
Let's
Oh,
go-
wait. She weaves. She turns into a spider. She's Arachne.
Ooh.
Greek mythology is
We-
coming into play.
Let's go find the waitstaff. Let's find the twins.
You feeling better now? You seem like you're more awake.
I am.
Okay, good. Let's go.
The stew is very good.
Wonderful. And
Yes, it is.
before we walk out, I want to do a quick scan of the room, if anything seems out of place, a quick investigation. And I rolled 13.
Everything looks good.
Okay.
A higher class dining room would.
Cool.
The oddity is that all the tables are bolted to the floor.
Well, that makes sense. We're on a boat.
Boat.
Yeah, but beyond that, no.
Alrighty.
Okay. So I peek back into the kitchen.
I go back in and I say, "Hey, Teffy, is there somebody that you have to serve food to in a cabin? Because I hear she does good weavings and I want to buy her stuff."
There's several.
This one's in.
She's a female.
From the east.
Yep. Does she-
I really just make the food. You'd have to ask either of the twins.
You see, I told you. We just need to find.
I
one.
wanted to say hi to Teffy.
Teffy, are they in here still?
Give me a second. I know Delina just went down delivering the lunches to the cabins, and Adalna was out. Hey, Adalna! Give me a minute!
Okay, we'll wait.
She comes in and her platter, this platter is empty of food, but you realize that what is on there is an empty mug and a platter. You get that she is probably bringing seconds and or thirds to Mr. Ironbeard.
Ah, yes. Yes. He's doing a good job. Hey, we just heard from Angus that there is a lady from the east who does weavings and she does, she has silks, but she kind of stays in her cabin. Do you know where she is? I'd love to go talk to her about buying some stuff and setting up some trade routes.
The only people who stay mostly in their cabin are the Calving Stars, but I think that's because she's a bit embarrassed by being a tiefling, and tieflings some of them are kind of self-loathy-y,
No, I gotcha.
but some aren't, so. The rest, they kind of come and go. A bunch of them usually eat in their cabins. In fact, there's a couple that usually
Well, is there a lady who does weavings or whatever?
I really don't pay attention to what their jobs are. They just...
Well, are there any single females? Oh, the single ladies.
Yes, actually. There are, there is this lovely... the Lady Albanach, she's down in room 6. She got her... Actually, her lunch is being delivered now.
And she look like she's from the east.
It's kind of hard to tell with elves. Beyond that, there's,
Dawn is not very helpful.
There is this, woman, she only refers to herself as the Dame Iadrai. She's
Were
usually...
either of these ladies hanging out with Lord Scarvel?
I can't say I was paying attention, honestly, sorry.
I have a question for Miss
Oh,
Adama.
and there's also, Dame Lepore. She was over... last I saw, she was actually over at the bar.
Okay, that's not really helpful.
I have a question for Miss Adama.
Go ahead.
Yes.
There's 3 ladies.
So, is there ever any fraternization of the staff with any of the regulars or guests?
Well, you seem lovely, but not really my type. Let's be honest. You're on a boat for a week or 2 at a time. Handsome young lord. Maybe you want to try him out and see if his bones don't break.
It's an interesting way to word it.
Dwarves are a hardy folk.
Did you and Lord Scarvel have fun together? No. Okay.
No, again, he was rather nicely built, but
I've heard
I prefer
hit
him
and miss
short.
things. Yeah, I've heard.
I prefer him short. In
Do you
fact,
think
if
you're
Mr. Ironbeard, if he wasn't married,
How about your sister?
no, she's a bit of a prude.
Ah.
She's a bit prude.
Her.
Oh, she's a lovely woman, but she's a bit of a prude.
Oh, gotcha.
She doesn't know fun.
I wonder if she noticed who Lord Scarville was hanging out with.
I
think
figured we were asking these questions while we're following her.
Yeah.
Whoever she's taking.
Yeah.
She's like getting another platter of food around. She's probably delivering lunch now. She's getting around to deliver lunch.
Okay, so we
She
should
doesn't
just
know.
go talk about this. Where do you guys want to go? There's 3 ladies, and there's also the couple. And Scarville saw the ring and didn't want to hang out with Scarville because didn't want to hang out with her because she's married.
Yes.
And there's an elf.
Should we tackle the 3 women together or independently?
I don't think we should tackle them.
That'd make for a very interesting story.
I want to.
I don't
we
know.
should talk
I
with
haven't
them.
thrown.
Tackle.
I'm on a boat. I can't throw a fireball. I will sink. So I'm getting testy here. I'm getting edgy. I want answers. This is going way too slow, and I can't
And
fireball
she puked all over
anything.
her nice clothes.
Yes, so
Day is not going well for Stumpy.
No.
I
got drunk.
is the bar in the dining room?
it's actually to the next room. You get that this
Okay.
is like
Let's all go to the. Well, of course
Yeah.
you go to the bar. I'm not surprised. Mary, you need to calm
No,
down.
I have another. I have other intentions.
Okay.
And so I go up to the bar and I looked at how many people are at the bar. Is it just the one woman there? Is she
okay.
still
In
there?
here, there's a couple of tables. Around one table is actually a group of 4 nobles. You get that they're playing a game of dice, and behind them is what looks like one of their bodyguards. He's kind of grumbling to himself, just watching. There is obviously someone behind the bar. There is another one wandering about. And there is actually, there is a woman at the bar, yes. And also you see a rather diminutive halfling in what you're getting is probably the uniform of this place, like walking through.
so
Dee
I,
Dee sees the dice and she runs over. She tries to bat at them.
The noble... oh, well,
I can't help myself. And I run after the dice.
you hit it and he's just like, I think that counts as my throw. Yeah. She's like scraping the winnings over. It's like, thanks. He's like, he hands you a gold. It's like,
Thank you. Can I do it again?
throw for me. See where it does. Actually, throw a d6.
And I go have fun. A d6. And I roll a 4.
Well, let me roll the other one. Oh. You get that they're playing probably a game like there's a number he's aiming for. It's like, not my lucky on that one.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But,
I give you
Is
your
the
gold back.
woman by herself at the bar wearing a ring or looking
Investigate.
unattached?
Uh-oh.
9.
oh wait, I'm going over that way, so I want to investigate too. Just God, that's an 8 plus 1, 9.
Wow. Good job,
Like-
guys. This is a bar.
like just about everyone else who is here and not staff, she is wearing silk. She is actually talking to the bartender. She's being very precise about what kind of drink she wants.
Oh boy, one of those.
I
And-
just wanted to know if she's wearing a ring.
You don't notice. You're just
Okay.
like, oh, it's a woman. She's wearing silk. Oh, so was everyone else.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Dee Dee rolled a 1. I'm trying to play dice right
Yeah.
now. I'm having some trouble.
The cup just flies across the room.
Like, that gets her attention. She sees you two. She's like, you've been staring at me. Come over and grab a seat. Stefan, get
I like to
them
imagine
something.
that Dee Dee is like her head's on the table watching the dice and her eyes are like huge and just like going back and forth.
Stefan, get them something to drink. They look like they could use it.
And I say, I need, get me 2 cups, please, of your best whiskey.
Stefan, he just like smiles like, I like it. He pours him
Put
like,
it on the tab of room 5.
fair enough. You see, he does something real. He does a quick scribble on a little notepad.
And one she just puts off to the side, and the other one she starts sipping on.
Wine.
Specific vintage. I have a
Red?
I have a good Tethia red. He pours it good. Is that also for room 5?
Yes. We're together.
And you see that he kind of looks at you both like, while you're paying for the
Interesting
drinks, there's another part of this that he's kind of expecting, and he's just like, you get that they also are used to tips, and he's...
Hey, you're a bartender. You
I like the idea of you just refusing to give him a tip.
He gave you 2 whiskeys.
Yeah. It's like, well...
Did he give lots of showmanship when he poured this drink, or did he just kind of pour it?
You notice that even though you just said whiskey, you can tell that he was going for one of the reserve barrels. So he's making sure you're getting something good.
Okay. I give 7 gold coins.
Thank you.
3.
Thank you very much.
And you know what? Charge yourself as much of a tip as you want to from 5, really.
He kind of gets that there's something...
Carte blanche, okay? Just carte blanche.
He gets that there's probably something else going on with this, but he's just like, okay. So, you guys must be new, because I have not seen you yet.
Yes, it's our first day.
And you get that he perks up at that, and the diminutive halfling comes up to you, and now again, comes up to your knee, looks at you, and just be like, I know it's a bother, but I'm going to have to see your tickets.
And I pull out all 3. And I say, like, oh, this is for us.
I see one with you.
Oh,
Cervante, look at these great dice.
that one's mine.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. I just need to make sure.
Yep.
And you see that her hand was kind of like floating to her side, and you're just like,
What?
We should get your ear headphones.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm Mari. I am... Well, I'll take care of any little problems you've got.
Oh, nice to meet you. We've heard about you from, Delina.
Oh, lovely, lovely woman.
She is.
Yeah.
She's a pleasure.
Yes.
I'm still looking at dice, unless you want to call me over.
No, you're fine.
Oh, thanks. You're probably like, oh, thank God, she's
And
busy.
the woman who's there, the...
Like, I just, like, kind of sit
Madame
down...
Laporte.
I'd sit down next to her, and I, just start sipping, and I just say, like, so, you seem rather lonely here.
Oh, it's always nice to meet new people. There's always someone coming and going. It's always nice to meet new people.
Oh, okay. So it's not... You're not here for, like, sitting alone at a bar for any particularly sad reason?
No. Oh. Besides, Stefan makes some of the best drinks I've ever had. And she just, like,
I
nods
agree,
to Stefan.
This is a very good whiskey.
She, like, nods at Stefan. You get that she's used to just kind of, like, waving her hand and getting whatever she wants. And he just kind of grumbles quick. And he's making her up another cocktail.
Are you here often?
Oh, I've been here a few weeks. I come and go. I have a reserved cabin, actually.
Oh.
So, do you, like, ask her any questions?
I want to ask her about intrigue.
So, I want to just kind of, because she's in silk, right?
Yes.
You said?
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to just kind of, like, look at her, like, kind of eye her up, but not in that way. That was a 13. Not great.
Do you want to do an investigation on her as well? Mm-hmm. Do any of you have any sort of, like, tool proficiency what was it?
14.
Do any of you have tool proficiencies for, like, anything cloth related?
Cloth?
No.
I chose it in flutes.
Yes.
Since I realize I'm not having any luck, I say, Dee Dee, could you come here, please?
So what am I doing? And I hop over. Did you see the dice?
You see
it was
a woman
so much fun.
in rather fine silk. So what are you looking for?
Can I ask, like, how are you doing in Abyssal to try and see if anyone reacts? To see if anyone's being a shape-shifting succubi? Ooh.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just say it. It's like...
Okay, I'm going to say it, but do I actually observe if anyone in the room, other than just her, if anyone in earshot is...
No one. She doesn't even kind of bat an eye. She just kind of looks at you like...
Stumpy, we don't say bad words in front of people.
Oh, that... I do not know what she said, so...
Me either. I apologize for her behavior.
And who might you be?
I do the wink. I go to you. Hi, my name is Lady Dee Dee. I am new. Today is our first day here. And who are you?
Oh, you may refer to me as... I have it actually written properly.
And NCPs don't have names.
I am Lepore, but you can call me Lalina. That's what my friends call me.
Lalina Lepore?
Lepore.
Are you from France, possibly?
I'm from all over the place.
What do you do for a living, may I ask?
You don't have to do anything for a living when you come from a rich family.
That's true. I live the same way, but I have fun. I go on trips. You too?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Have you been to Cholt?
No.
You have to go there and hunt dinosaurs. It's fun.
Oh, I've hunted long before. I don't want to hunt a dinosaur.
You can all go ride one.
All three of you, if you want, you can do a nature or history check when she said that. It's an int-based skill.
Now, what was I coming over here for?
Nat 20.
Okay.
3.
You downed your first whiskey, you're going into the second, and you're like pointing at stuff and you get a third. What did you get?
Oh, was I supposed to roll? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just talking.
Nature or history.
A nature or history. Either one's terrible.
Yes.
So I rolled a 7.
You're just like, okay. That clicks in your head. Long. Long is the name in the Far East for types of dragons. And hunting long would be something you would not do if you were a, law-abiding citizen. Do you point that out to them? Because they don't have no idea.
No. Actually, I was thinking of doing this earlier to this woman, but I didn't do it to this woman. I am going to detect thought.
So that means she's from the East. And maybe she turns into a dragon? I don't know. But I'm really enjoying this.
Okay, your superficial thoughts, because that's what you just get at the base thing, it's just like, it's really, really, really hazy, which is something you're not used to, but all you're getting are thoughts are like, such a pleasant cruise, and this drink is delicious.
I actually hopped on this cruise because my friends told me that Lord Scarville was going to be on here, and he's not here.
Okay, now I want you to make a perception check.
See,
Well, but
I did that on
if I
purpose.
probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Do you want to probe deeper?
Oh, yes.
I got a nat 20 for my
Nat
perception.
1.
It doesn't,
Good job,
as soon
Mary.
as you
Keep
try,
drinking
the
whiskey.
magic just cuts right off.
So I rolled a
This
nat
just
20 for my
intrigues me more.
perception.
As soon as she said that, you see like a small twitch in her eye that she quickly just covers like, yeah, he was a bit of a hound. He was shamelessly coming on to me for days. I told
But
him to get
he's
lost.
fun.
I told him to
Did
get
you have
I rolled
fun?
in that one, so I just get up and leave, and I start playing dice.
Yeah. Then I want you to roll Dex sleight of hand just to see how you do.
Okay. Sleight of
Well
hand.
struck.
Alright, so it's +0. 18.
Oh,
You
really
actually you win that hand, so you're gonna win. You win 10 gold. Like you do pretty good on that hand.
Sweet.
You see a little twitch in her eye when she says that. He was a bit of a hound. You know how they can be. A little bit too.
But he's fun. I enjoy. Tell me, did you take him for a ride? Because he was fun.
Oh, I'm not the kind of lady who would kiss and tell.
I am. But there's not a lot of. See, there wasn't a lot of kissing with us, so I could just tell. So I make a little joke, and I bet my eyes.
You Tabax, you're so odd. You're such an odd people.
My tail twitches.
You're
It's
not.
true.
Wait, are you flirting with her now?
No, I'm pretending that I know.
Well, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It could be a tactic.
No.
Okay,
I'd
so-
line up. That was Lina's job. I'm not going to have another
A quick
character
thing
who
that
does all of
I
that
don't know if this-
persuasion the wrong way.
As a player, you would quite get. The spell you cast was a divination spell, so which is why it's super hazy. But the thing that he said in his letter, whenever they tried to divine what was going on, it just stopped.
Oh no, I did get. Why do
Okay.
you think I got sparkly?
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna hone in on this chick.
Okay. So what's next? What's your next plan?
Well, let me write my note. So what does she look like?
She is a human.
She is a human.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She has very, very dark hair, an immaculate, like silk outfit, like all in silk. She's pretty average for human height, so she's probably right around 5'4" as a woman, which is
Okay.
pretty average for the area. She's very beautiful. She's very a very pale complexion.
Of course she is.
But yes, she's a
Vampire campfire. She's not a human.
okay. So
So you say that you go hunting. What'd you say? Longs?
long. After she kind of just like, don't worry about that. That was a much different time.
But what would lead you to do that? Why would you want to do that?
You wouldn't know what that was. She knew what it was.
Oh, it's
but
right.
She
I
didn't
have no
tell you
idea.
anything.
Never mind. Kidding.
I stumble up to the bar, but as I do, my holy symbol, which is a tree, hanging around my neck, leans out, and I check to see if she reacts to it.
No.
Okay.
I would like to investigate her dress to see if there's any blood stains or tears.
Okay. Make an
I'm a cat,
investigation.
so I'm gonna I'm gonna try to schmooze up to her.
Get some fur on her.
Oh, if this fails, I have a
19. So I'm taking a good look.
It's absolutely immaculate.
No blood stains.
No blood stains. It's immaculate.
or tears.
So here's a question for you. Mm-hmm. Do you ever transform into things?
We've come down this line of questioning. Why don't you just tell me what you know?
I don't know anything. I'm a cat.
As she stands up, she just kind of
Sweet as she is.
she stands up and starts walking towards the stairs that kind of lead to the top deck of the ship. It's like,
Are we supposed to follow her? She's gonna kill us. Miri, protect us. You're the bodyguard.
is Miri sober enough to realize what's going on?
I stealthily, with my disadvantage,
Oh dear.
chainmail, tried to follow with a 3.
Oh, you're not even going to get close. She's just like,
So I'm going with
So
her.
I start to head that way, and then she turns and looks back at me. I'm like, nope.
Oh, so she's leaving. So she's not
Yeah.
having us follow her. She's leaving.
she's leaving.
Oh, then I'm gonna
Yeah,
stealthily.
she's out. She's done.
I'm gonna stealthily follow her. And that's a 24.
Oh yeah, she's not completely aware of you.
I'm
she
a cat.
She's going up to the top deck. So she's,
As you exit, Stumpy, are you going too, or are you staying
Well,
back?
you guys can go find some other people to talk to.
As you
well.
exit, I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on you.
So
That means Miri must like me deep down somewhere.
I just don't want you to die.
as soon as you do that, because is there a zonal range on that? That's one thing I have to.
It's concentration for 10 minutes.
Okay,
Don't
so
say anything
just-
about range.
Okay.
It's on touch, so I touch you as you leave, and then
Okay.
Oh, goodbye. I love you too.
Okay. Okay. And now, if I go to attack with an evil character, they have disadvantage.
so the
Have to
target
do away
cannot
with
be charmed, frightened, or possessed by aberration, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Oh,
Wowzers.
that's interesting. Okay.
Undead. He seemed owed to the undead. She's not alive. She is a vampire campfire.
Okay. No, I got what it is. We're
Yep.
good. Okay. She heads up to the top deck. Are you follow? You follow her.
I follow her and I stay in the shadows.
I hang back for a drink before I make my way up. I give a lot of time.
She just goes up to the top deck and she's just looking out over the sea, and you can tell she's thinking about something. You see again, ship kind of goes like that. Ship has the aft castle technically. Up there you see where the captain is at the wheel.
Is there a full moon?
No, it's the middle of the day.
Oh, right.
It's lunch.
So,
She can be in the sun. She's not a
after
vampire.
giving her a good 10,
She's
12
sparkling.
minutes,
Does
I wish to follow
she's
up.
sparkling.
Okay.
and as I'm about to exit onto the deck area, I wish to disguise myself.
Okay.
As it doesn't seem to say anything that you can't even change gender appearance, just not limb.
Yeah, you can
I would still be
any
humanoid.
gender. Yeah.
I wish to be a tall humanoid male being with piercing blue eyes and flowing golden
Specifically
locks.
human.
Human-ish. I'm very tall, so a very tall human.
Yeah, there are plenty of tall humans. Okay, so you're still in the shadows. She's to the forecast.
Well, it's middle of the day, so I don't think there are any shadows.
It's ship. There's places you could hide.
I kind of want to go talk to her now, but I wanted to see if she was sparkling.
She is not.
Aww.
The only other woman, like I said, you see way up here. So she's like over here. Up on top of here is like the aft castle of it all. Up here is the wheel. You see the captain at it. And the only other thing you see a woman that's off to the one side. She's looking over the sea.
I want to go talk to her now.
I
saunter over.
As soon as you're like halfway there, she kind of looks at you. She goes, "Oh, you're new.
Hi, it's my first day. I'm Lady Dee Dee. I'm just here because...
I'm Dame Irai.
That's a name. Okay. What is she?
She's an elf.
An elf, okay. I was here to hang out with Lord Scarvel, and I can't find him. People are saying he's been gone for like 2 or 3 days.
He's not the only one who's gone away.
Who else gone away?
There's been a couple over the last few weeks.
And you've noticed this and didn't say anything?
Not my position to do so.
You're okay with it?
People live, people die, people appear, people disappear. Give me a quick perception check.
I was going to check her out because she's freaking me out. Is she, like, sad? Is she sparkling? Not 20.
While her clothes are very fine, they are definitely more like a priest-style garment.
Oh, no.
So she's probably, the reason she has such a just kind of view of it all is that without knowing, because you see her holy symbol, and you get that she's probably one of what would be considered a grave cleric, basically people who are like the keepers of the dead. So she is probably completely fine with people living and dying. It's just a part of life.
Do you ever transform?
No.
Do you ever want to transform?
Not particularly.
Do you ever find yourself turning into a spider? Or a werewolf? Or a vampire, for that matter?
No.
Oh. Well, in that case, you seem like a lovely person I would have no problem hanging out with.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, I have a feeling something is very troubling you. And so she's actually going to cast the spell Bless on you. That actually has an effect.
Okay, good. I hope you don't cast Bless and I start hissing because I'm a cat.
No. Bless basically for the next minute. You get anytime you roll an attack or a
saving throw,
you get to add a d4.
Ooh. So I feel like I'm invincible almost?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I go, thank you, and I pounce off and I go back to the creepy lady.
And she just kind of goes down and you get that she probably lives a very monastic life, so her just kind of being there watching the sea is probably just
tossing
meditative.
Spells out like that. So I run back to creepy lady from before, Lady Lepore.
Yes.
I'm in my disguised form, also approaching.
Are you also Lepore? Okay, well
Are you approaching Lepore for her?
How long did she take?
She was there talking for a minute or two.
At this point,
Yeah, no.
I come up onto the deck, but I'm just kind of like watching everything. I'm not
and I
interacting.
I'm bouncing over.
I'm right behind her.
I do have that feline agility, but I run really fast to get really fancy.
Can I see if I sense that she is coming? Because if not, I'm about to try.
At this point, she's not being stealthy, so
I've got the zoomies.
Okay, then yeah.
At this point, she turns around. She goes,
Lady Lepore, hey, do you transform into things? Do you feel like you want to be a spider or a werewolf?
apparently, you're just going to... Why don't you just come out and accuse me directly?
Did you kill him?
That's such a sad
Did you eat him?
Well, we all have to eat sometime.
So you did eat him.
I guess there's no way around this, is there?
Do you eat lots of people? Did you eat the wizard?
Ugh,
He was tall and skinny. Why would you eat him?
I didn't, but I'm glad he's
I'm
gone.
sorry, ma'am. Are you being bothered by this cat?
Shh. Is the wizard dead?
And she just looks at you and you realize that she actually just kind of... She's immune to charm, so she's just like, you don't need to bother. You can just not hold that on.
Did you kill the wizard?
Yes.
He's dead too? No, I liked him. He looked creepy.
Okay.
Why don't we just...
Okay.
Why don't we just hide the fact that this is... You're not just going to let me go, are you?
It depends. Do you want to give me anything good? I can let you go if you give me things. I like buttons.
Can I push her over the edge? Because I think that a
she's
charm
probably
attack isn't going to
Cthulhu.
work. I was about to pull my daggers, but I think that she's by the edge. Can I just try pushing her?
You would have to do one impressive strength contest, but sure.
I've never had
I
to
would
use
like
it
to
before.
surprise attack her with my claws, by the way.
I rolled a 9 for perception to see if.
What'd you get?
6.
She got a 17. You go to do it. She's like, slams you back, and she goes, "This is not going to hide."
While this happens, I want to surprise attack her with my claws.
Technically, you're in combat because she tried to do that, and
Oh,
she just grimaces, and she does shift.
I knew it.
Specifically,
Vampire.
no, she's a Jorogumo.
The heck
A
is that?
Japanese spider.
It's a
Told you,
spider.
Arachne.
Yes.
Kind
Nailed
of.
it.
Very similar, yes.
But a Japanese looking one.
Shelob.
And she grows in size. She was, fairly average woman. In her fully spidered out form, she's closer to about 8 to 9 feet tall.
So TV looks up.
We all are looking up.
So
Where'd that cleric go? I need her.
We really look up to her.
I hate all of that.
I rolled a 9 for initiative.
Oh, we have to.
Because I'm
Yes.
going to assume, though.
We're definitely in initiative.
2. Oh, wait. No, I have to -1. 1. I don't have a lot of initiative.
Oh, right.
I want to remind you all,
I'm unmotivated.
while we're sitting here rolling initiative, that I really do look like Lady Dee Dee because remember I got that tiara not too long ago. So I'm wearing a tiara. I forgot about it till I saw my picture that I drew.
And your servant has a little
doodad.
doodad.
Your initiative?
20.
Oh,
What? Oh, she's ready. Miri wants to protect me. She takes her bodyguard job really
Okay,
seriously.
I do want to remind you of one other thing. You were given one other piece of information that you probably didn't think about.
Oh, I thought
is that technically the ship does have a bodyguard.
Oh, yes.
If you want, you could theoretically yell for her.
Okay.
I was thinking about that because, I was still pretty
Yeah.
far away. I'm like,
Yeah.
do I need to be in combat right now? But
Everybody help.
Which, if you want to, I will roll for her, but it'll be 2 rounds before she shows up. Because she has to come from upstairs.
Holler at your
yeah,
girl.
I yell down the stairs.
Mari,
She doesn't get winded going up the stairs.
No, she's also like half the height of you. No, she's like a third of the height of you, and she still gets up there without a problem.
She's halfling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not
and she's
gnome.
short even by halfling standards.
Okay. I will,
Shout for Mari.
yes, I shout for Mari.
Is
And
that free action then?
Yeah, yeah.
then I'm going to channel divinity and use nature's wrath.
Okay.
So, Lady LaFleur has to make either a strength or dex saving throw. And beat a 13.
Well, that went under your thing, so that's not going to work. She fails.
She is restrained.
Okay. Restrained.
Well, first off, I get 10 feet away from her and then do it. Because it's 10-foot range. Yeah, so that's my move.
Okay. Mari is going to... You hear light paddling. There she's running up the stairs.
We hear the...
No, it's...
There we go.
Actually, give me 1 second because I have to check. Because I don't know if I gave her the one spell I should have.
Is she going to start this round then, or is it next 2 rounds, you said?
She will show up... She'll show up the next round.
Okay.
Dee Dee is next in initiative.
Really? Me?
Yes.
That's a 9? Dang. All right.
No one
So-
rolled well.
Because of where I'm at, can I use my longbow or no?
You got up pretty close when this happened,
Yeah.
so you're pretty close. So
Yeah,
I'd
it
say it's
stinks.
not
All right,
ideal.
so I'm going to use my short sword. To
Okay.
go tacky. And it says, okay, so just remember what I'm supposed to add to this roll. All right, so I rolled a 13. What do I add? Attack.
Dex-
Wait, the attack bonus.
Yes.
Okay, so never mind. So 19.
Yep, that's going to hit.
Woohoo! All right, 1d6. Oh, sorry. 3. Plus my dex for this or no?
Yeah.
So then I have to add 10. Nope, 9. I can add.
Yeah, you do a solid little cut on her, and she is not happy about it.
Chop off one of her legs.
She is very not happy. So,
All right, so...
restraints means she can't move, but she can still do other actions, right?
Yes.
Yes, that should be what it is.
Now, I'm
Oh,
going to assume that since we were tossed in here, I don't have my doggos or my skellies.
No.
Yes. So I use my movement to back up a little bit. Oh, wait, I had bless. So do I add anything because of bless?
You already made the hit, so no, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, restrained
Oh, is that like...
creatures.
Okay. Do I get advantage on rolls?
No. Like, whenever you roll an attack or a saving throw, you can add a d4 to it. You basically roll your d20 and then add a d... And then roll
And
a
if
d4.
it's a bad roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
So I didn't need it.
No,
okay.
you just always roll the.
You just always add it for another 5 roll
Yeah,
rounds.
so like
but
when you're told to roll, you just do both and add them up.
yeah.
Whoops. Well, I
But
didn't
you
need it
didn't need it.
anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, so restrained is so speed 0, cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and its attack has disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay. But I can use my action to
Yeah,
get
you
out.
can do everything else though. Yeah.
Well, this is an easy enough one. So she's just going to try to get out of it. And you said it's a dex?
Or strength.
Well, considering she has the athletics, yeah, she's going to break it. She had a 15.
Okay. Yep.
And then...
But she uses her action to do that, right?
Yep. But her bonus action works the way it does. So, technically her bonus action, she is allowed to use her web. She spits a blob of web at you.
What do I roll? I have
Well-
that protection thing too, right?
But that doesn't really help with what we're doing here.
First off,
It should.
you're gonna take... Actually, you don't take any damage.
Yeah, that's right.
But you roll a strength check.
Oh, I don't have the strength. I roll a strength check. Okay.
Yeah.
12.
You want to add your d4 to that?
Yes, I do. 15.
That is just enough. Like, the webbing goes on, just go like that real quick and you get it off. And
My
she
cat.
she
Ate my
scuttles
claws.
back a little bit away from you.
Ew, there's sticky stuff on my claws, Mary.
And the side effect of that is, unless you take your time to clean that off, you're going to have a real issue using your bow.
I was making a joke. But
I know. But your hands are sticky now.
are they really sticky for reals? That's okay.
Melee is fine because your weapon won't leave your hand, but you kind of have to release a string.
Well, now my sword won't fall out of my hand.
Exactly. And next is Stumpy.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay, I have to make a save, don't... Oh, no, you have to make an attack on me for that one.
Make a ranged spell attack. So what do I do?
It's going to hit.
Nat
Yeah.
20?
But it doesn't do
That's
any damage. It just doesn't affect
Yeah,
me.
no, but it does half. Yeah, that says on a hit, target deals half damage with
Oh, yeah.
weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Yep, okay. Well,
I want us to last longer.
I'm going to warn you, though, that she does have a dex attack, too, but that's neither here nor there. And she can web.
She's a spider.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do the whole... Did her web recharge? Yes, it did. It's a bonus action. She can recharge it. Okay. Mari comes up, looks at what the... What's going on? Like, what is going on?
Meow.
We found out who's causing your disappearances, Mari.
Oh,
Why are we talking? There's a spider lady.
yeah, she sees a spider. She goes, not what I expected to do today.
As I'm saying that, like mid-sentence, I pull out the maul from my back,
Yep.
and I get my shield ready too. No, I leave the shield. I just have the maul.
You're double
and
fisting.
What?
You're double fisting.
Well, yeah, I can't use one without the other.
Yeah.
So
she's gonna straight up try to use Mind Sliver
Ooh.
on the creature. Yeah, that's gonna be a way fail on the save,
Good job, Mari.
and that's a 2d6 because she's a higher level. That's an 8 damage.
Oh, so she did a good job. Never mind.
Oh yes, 45. She did some good damage, and now she's yeah, she's gonna be easier to hit.
Awesome.
cool.
And now it's your turn.
I'm
Oh, and Mari also goes like this, and suddenly a scimitar just appears in her hand.
I love her now.
Yeah.
I'm
Crazy
charging
She's a crazy
as
ticket lady, but
I picture my maul begins glowing white as I put Divine Smite on it. And I bring the maul like into her rib cage.
Lay that attack.
lay the attack D.
Oh crap. Oh no, okay, so it's 10 plus 6,
clackety?
16.
That is enough.
Okay. So it's 2d6 plus the Divine Smite,
Clickety clackety, he rolls the attack.
which is 2d8.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yep.
All we needed was Miri on this quest.
Apparently, Miri, the real reason you're surviving.
So 15 points of damage.
That's a solid hit.
And Dee Dee's going, yay! And she tries to slap her hands and they're sticky. Ew, I'm still sticky. So it's like,
But now I'm like all up in her face.
Yep.
you can't back up.
I've made a huge mistake.
I got you. Watch out when I swing my sword.
And
It's me.
okay, yes, it is.
Because Tuesdays
Yeah.
Mari went, right? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to use my short sword again. I just I'm feeling it. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all I can do because it's stuck to my hand. And I rolled a 15 plus 21.
That's gonna hit. Did you also? Well, I mean, you don't need to worry about your D4 because you hit.
11 points of damage.
That's a solid
And
hit.
I want to say that I swing around Miri. Miri, watch out! Schwack. All right. And then me not being dumb, I back up.
She's gonna take her opportunity attack.
Wait, I
Yeah,
can't.
you can't get out of melee range without getting
Oh,
attacked.
really? Oh, right. I never have to do this because I'm
Yeah.
always using a bow. Okay, so
Yeah.
then I stay where I'm at. Then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
I'm learning. This is a learning experience for all of us. I
Well,
want my bow back.
It's her turn. She is going to go like this and pull out a tendril of webbing and use it as a whip.
I believe that.
That is going to be versus your AC,
Me?
and that is does a 16 hit?
It just does.
Okay.
Just does, yeah.
Surprisingly, this is the easy hit.
It's okay. I deserve it.
That's 6 points of damage.
I'll take it. It's fine.
And the second attack is going to be versus you with a bite.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Isn't her...
That's a dex-based attack.
Yeah.
This is a strength-based attack, which is what I'm doing with disadvantage, and they're both... that's definitely not going to hit, because that is going to be a 10.
Yep.
She nips at you. The bite does not happen, but a little bit of the poison from her fangs kind of splatters on you, so do a con check.
Okay. That's a 2.
There is just enough that you're not going to be poisoned, but you are going to take you're going to take half of the poison damage,
Okay.
as it's more like an acid, so you actually take 1 point of poison damage as you get a little bit of splatter on you.
All right.
And now it's Stumpy's turn.
Firebolt.
Okay, roll that attack.
Finally! What do I
Dee Dee
do?
is very much afraid because she hates fire. She's like, don't hit me.
My fur.
It's beautiful fur.
What is that?
That is a very pale D20.
That is an 11.
Woohoo.
Plus much.
Your dex.
Nope.
No.
It's
your
this number up here.
spellcasting.
16. That is going to hit. Roll your d10. Okay, she gets a little bit singed. And she is looking very worse for wear.
We kind of go, whoa, as it flies by us.
Mari,
And I'm
like,
feeling very
Stumpy, be
satisfied
careful.
because I finally got to throw a fireball.
Mari finally, like, with her tiny little stubby leg, she finally gets up into melee.
God
And
bless her.
she's just like, I don't know what you people have done,
We're saving the day.
but she is going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, I like it. It's quite shocking.
And is going to miss with Shocking Grasp.
Mari. Good lord.
Actually, let me check that. Nope, she is going to miss.
Mari.
Sad. Sad. But, because she is a fighter, she gets to also make her slash.
Yay, Mari.
That is actually worse.
Mari.
Mari is apparently, like, not
Drunk?
super helpful.
She's scared of the
No.
spider in front of her.
She's exhausted. She just
Yeah.
ran. She's tiny little legs.
With little stumpy legs. All right.
Okay.
Now it is your
Mary.
turn.
This thing has almost no health left.
Good.
Okay, so I'm just going to bring them all down on her head.
Go for it.
I like that.
That is a 24.
Definitely gonna hit.
So 2d6.
Plus your strength mod.
16.
That is exactly what she had.
Good job.
You bring it down and her chitinous head splatters. Although, because you did hit her head and you said,
Poison,
do another
right?
con check.
Yeah, poison.
Crap.
Well, I have to as well, right? Because I'm up there.
Yeah.
I could hit.
I'm gonna use... I haven't used this d20 at all today yet.
Well, that's a 9. How many
Oh.
points of damage do I take?
Oh, 2.
Everyone fails. So that would be
Second time getting a 2.
So everyone is
So you and me.
and Mari all take 6 points of poison with
Another
like acid damage.
It's
as it
fine.
splatters on you.
I'm alive.
I'm safely at it.
Oh yeah, you're like
Ranged
you
attack.
literally watch this splatter and
The
you're just
creepy
like,
nun cleric's fine too.
you guys should have learned something here. Actually, that was a save. You should have added your D4. You should have added a D4 to that.
Listen, I forgot about that. It wouldn't have helped. Well, +4. It's still been a 13.
That would have been enough to save you.
That's okay. I was watching, Miri.
Yeah.
So you have to remind me to play these die things, okay?
And you do.
I'm just here to knock things off tables.
And as you do this, Mari's just like, what was that?
Some creepy spider lady who killed everybody, and she was eating people down in your makeout corner. She's calling it her takeout corner. You get it?
She wasn't.
Well, she is now. Not anymore. She's dead. So we took her out.
I'm gonna have to report this to the captain.
They
and
were
the
using it
boss.
to check out
Paperwork,
early.
I know.
But I can't say it was a
But-
takeout corner, Mary.
But thankfully, this is resolved. She's like wiping off the acid from her, from her shirt.
Wait. If it's resolved, why haven't we vanished yet?
She's just like, you guys know that you guys are kind of starting to glow, right?
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
I would like to pick Mary's pockets before we go. 20.
Behind her is Stefan. Is just like, don't do that.
I'm picking Mary's pockets.
Oh, Miri's pockets is like, I don't know what you guys are doing.
I reach in and go.
I rolled an 18. Do I notice
Did
this?
she get
No.
anything?
You
other
have
than
passive
receipts?
perception.
My passive doesn't see it. That's for
Exactly.
What
do I find in your
as you're literally
pocket?
trying to pick her pockets, there's a flash of light, and you guys end up back where we started. You in your tavern, and you two in the town, because you guys were not near each other when this initially
So my
happened.
hand's like this. Oh, I wanted another dart.
sure. I'm holding my cup still.
I love how you
I'm
literally...
back to the cup. I guess not. No, I'm holding my maul.
Did you bring
But-
back your wine?
Yeah, she still has some of the wine.
Yep, I do.
It's like, oh.
I have
your
nice.
buttons?
I'm wearing nice clothes. I have my buttons.
Yeah.
I call this a win. So I prance back to the tavern to find my little puppies, and I'm like, "Look, I still have buttons."
I'm just imagining just like...
Yep, I popped that cork.
And I'm imagining Gaius, who is evil, just looks at you guys like, huh, that was weird.
Hey, Miri, can I play darts?
Yes.
Hold up.
Yay! And I grab a dart and I
Did
start swinging on it again.
revert to my original thing just because she could see through my disguise?
Oh, no, you're still disguised.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, because Ray of Enfeeblement is also a concentration spell, so your old concentration would have gone away.
Okay, so I was just double checking.
Yeah. I'm just imagining the mind of just like, and the other people at the tavern are just like, you disappeared like 2 hours ago. You know that, right?
Oh, I'm aware.
It felt like 5 days. It felt like only a minute with my Miri
Let's just hope Rick doesn't get out about this.
Dude.
as I chew on my dart.
Put so much effort into this inn. Staying away from people. Miri, outside. Go.
Miri, I'm not Miri.
Not Miri, yeah. Dee. Please.
Can I
Not
have
on the
another?
carpet. Not on the carpet.
Maybe if you set some cream outside.
Not on the carpet.
Your dogs have to be walked, Dee.
Hairball.
You're cleaning that up. And she pulls out like a rag.
Can I order some cream?
After you clean that up, I'm not doing anything for you right now until you clean up that.
It's mostly feathers.
I don't care. It's on my floor.
She cleans it up and then
You need to hire Steffi. His passives on all these things are so high. Every time she's going to do something, you just grab it from her hand. And every time she's going to do something, you just throw something at her. His passive sleight of hand is 20 for everything she knocked
Oh
down.
my gosh.
He's a 6th level rogue.
It'd be like Odd Job and throw a saucer underneath her mouth to catch it.
Yeah, pretty much.
well, that was lovely. I enjoyed this one.
Yes.
That was fun.
I can't
You
wait to
solved the
release
mystery, which actually, surprisingly, they're like, it
By
has to be a
solving, we
spider.
just beat the suspect like a dead horse until she fessed up
it. Too much.
You know, you kept
without even knowing she was the suspect.
That's just how Dee Dee is. She will let you down.
I would like to point out, I knew once I started doing things because I knew that she was cutting through my magic. So you guys were just following my lead.
We never actually were able to talk about what we found. So
You're just like,
I just went for the gut instinct.
I had no idea what was happening. All I know is you pissed her off. She walked away. And then you're fighting a spider thing that looked like her.
Honestly, Dee Dee pissing someone off, not surprising. So you're probably like, oh, another day, another person. All right. It's cool.
No, that makes the most sense to me. Because, again, there wasn't any red herring, but there was, like, different clues. And I'm just like, how much are we going to find? You managed to talk to everyone that would give you clues, too.
You mentioned spider or cobwebs. I was like, it could just be dirty.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, it's a bit odd because the rest of the place is so nice, but, the hold wouldn't necessarily always be so pretty. I'm like, will they pick up on that? You're like, it's got to be a spider demon. I'm like, you're pretty much close.
See, because I rolled so low, I, filtered a lot of that out. I just did not pay attention to you.
I just, the one clue you had is it's a finger bone.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I was focused on.
Because you were so drunk.
Is there anyone missing a finger?
Let me see your hand.
Cinderella, only with finger bones.
Oh, God. Is this your finger?
Yeah.
The worst part is it came off the 6-fingered person, so, just never know.
Oh, boy. Well, that was fun.
This was.
So we probably should say, and that is the end of this episode of Danger and Dice.
Special guest DM.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Danger and Dice. Please check us out on gamesoverboard.com, where you can see our other podcasts and see pictures and bios of a team. We also do the Well House Exorcism, true stories of our haunted houses, and then we investigate other stories and lay judgment on whether or not we think they're true. And then there is Games Overboard, where we review board games and talk about the great stories they tell and why we love them. All right, thank you again for listening. We'll see you next week.